Yeah. I'm fresh. You actually remember this week. Put your phone on silent.
Oh, there he is, as if on cue. For fuck's sake.
We rejoin the Sik Bois. They have uncovered the gang, the All Sights gang at Sames Cradle, and to the best of their knowledge have ended their operations by fighting a strange magical machine gun with a T-Rex. But they got the job done, and with that the council have allowed them to, they've gained their trust and allowed them to enter the old city of Nathnasan.
Yeah, that should be our line. The Sik Bois, we get the job done.
Rock record.
And there are never any questions as to how it was done.
We're gonna get sued.
Congratulations for doing it.
We're gonna get sued by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
And yeah, so they uncovered lots of secrets, some interesting things about these ruins. And as they and had an interesting chat with the council also about morals and the future and their task and how it's kind of fallen to them, and they've kind of taken it upon themselves somewhat. And to end the session, there was some sort of resolution between Val and Gray, an understanding and a nice resolution. Where Val gained Tear of the Moon, which maybe added more doubts, but and that's where we will rejoin them. Gray and Val first, as you guys don't need as much sleep, continuing to go through the notes and the this dye house where the gang was residing. So, Val, is there anything you want to do specifically when you're researching, having a look through this area?
Yes, there was. So, I wanted to have a look, specifically trying to find just more information on what we will face there in terms of threats. Special, that like it's a weird place, so we're going to come across like a riddle person, traps, enemies, all that kind of shit. Yeah, Sphinx.
I am a riddle person.
Dan's frantically creating a character as we speak.
The riddle person.
Tom Riddle.
Genius. How do they think of this stuff?
Yes, so just threats basically, and things to be wary of, but also I might speak with Gray about potentially using a few more of those amber pieces, because she said last time that if we find stuff that is going to be useful to us, that we take it and use it.
Did Bernie say that, or is she going to say that? I can't remember.
Somebody said something. I think it was it Gray?
I think it was definitely Bernie. I think she's the one who made you promise.
Okay, it might have been. Maybe I got that confused. But I thought Gray said it to us specifically. But maybe you're right. Maybe she hadn't said it already. Not sure.
Okay.
But how do I know that?
Because you came over the week and you discussed things.
You told me. I swear you'd said it already though.
Maybe I did.
Said what? Does anyone remember that? So a member of the council saying, I know I made you guys promise not to steal anything before take stuff.
Say that? Am I going nuts?
But when you're down there, if you see things that you need to use, do it.
I don't remember it specifically.
Maybe it wasn't.
Have you been playing D&D with other people?
Doing the exact same
Yes, and then the ballista device bow thing. I'd like to take a look at that.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So yeah, go for an investigation check.
Go for.
You can do advantage if you want, or Grey will. I think Grey might do a separate one actually.
Yes, because I got advantage anyway.
Okay.
That is 13.
13. Okay. So yeah, a lot of what was here, you get the sense that it's been taken already. When you attacked the first outpost, they kind of prepared a lot, knowing that you would probably come. But going through the more notes, you find it's about creatures and stuff. They mention not by name or anything, but they mention these like people of like lightning, people of like ghosts, and it's talked about like widely that these people, these things are like extremely dangerous, and to avoid them at all costs. Unfortunately, nothing too specific about them. There's a few mention of like lots of mention about the Neckers, because they sort of patrols and they use them to get into the Fade. The gang used to. Otherwise, it's some notes of like just random creatures. Like it seems like all sorts of things reside there. Yeah, like let's talk of maybe demons. Like they say, strange demon things are there. But you don't know if it's with a 13 if that's accurate or that's how they're just describing them.
Yeah. Generic.
Yeah. So nothing too specific, but and other than the tunnel is just super dangerous, and they only kind of do some expeditions there occasionally. Grave finds that it's because she was looking more specifically about sort of the tunnel in different areas, that there's mention of tourists or a major trip happening like a couple of weeks ago that were going to the they were leading them to the tunnel and then going no further, but that's where they wanted to go past these sort of like outsiders and pay the heavy price for it with the gang. But there's no news about that they ever returned.
Right. Did they just leave them, say like, oh, okay, you can carry on, or did the gang took them in? Yeah,
the gang took them in to the tunnels.
Yeah.
And they didn't go any further. But the people, that's what they wanted. People wanted to go into the tunnels and past the tunnel and past it, but none of them returned anyway. But that's sort of what you already knew from the outpost that you found.
Yeah, we did find something, didn't we? A book, I think, said about.
Yeah, they were like tourists and bad news. None returned.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
And it talks more about the tunnel and how like no one's ever got there. And Gray found some more passages of like people, almost like they're using it as examples of not what to do. But some people think, the big scores are past the tunnel. Screw the gang. We're gonna go. We can do it. Go in and get past, and no one's ever returned.
Because they're all living in Barbados somewhere, sipping margaritas on the beach. With their payouts. It's you wouldn't know.
It's actually Barbados.
Darth Vados. Okay. Darth Babos.
I am Darth Vados.
Okay, that's all we're gonna get then. Alright. Cool.
You serious? You wanted me to write that down?
Cool. With the like strange magical ballista contraption thing, basically Gray goes and gets the main like smith / Fletcher of the Diner Halathar to come and have a look at it, and she and also one of the druids, Bernie, would have come down to have a look. You're not sure how she got there, but she's just there. Are you going to do anything assisting this, or?
So there,
Children.
so we've got a Fletcher and a druid.
Yeah.
Don't know. I think I would just ask one of them if they need me to do anything with
Okay.
any of the parts of it. They're looking to dismantle it or figure out how it works. It's sort of the bow component,
Okay. Yeah.
but
so
I don't want to fuck it up.
Gray would ask, because you pointed out to her, and Gray would ask if you could like point out exactly what was magical.
Yeah,
If you can do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Make a perception check or investigation. It would be really.
Yeah, I guess I'd just ritual cast it and look again. So I should be sure. Investigation.
Yeah.
11.
Okay. Okay. So okay, let's see what they get. Okay. You spend quite a few hours, most of the hours doing this of your extra rest, and it's a complicated thing. It's like something super old. It looks like that has been like stretched and used and implemented badly in this construction that people clearly don't understand how to use it properly. Quite unstable. Like maybe if it carried on shooting any second, it would have just blown up or something.
Yeah.
But they do eventually manage to pry this basically a bow out of the whole thing. Super long, like a bit over 6 foot basically for a whole bow.
Great.
And it's like thick, and the string is not like pulled round and then looped round each end. It's like built into it somehow. Like it's just this like kind of white cord of some sort, and the whole like wood or horn or whatever is like multicolored. It's like vibrant and the same colors of the strange bolts that were appearing out of it. But you're not sure. They discuss that it may have damaged it in the process of doing this, basically.
Is there any way to know?
Know what?
Damage. They know for sure, and they spend more time with it.
They think that basically something, they don't understand exactly what it is, but something super old, and they're worried to an extent of what's happened to it by getting. They had to force it. It's like crack it a little bit. It's a bit, because it was magically intertwined with this contraption. So it's almost like unplugging a USB and you've got your files open. I don't know.
A what?
But they discuss it for a while, and Gray eventually tries. Sort of hand it to Gray first, and Bernie's like, "Oh, give it a go," and then. It's too much poundage for me. She can't pull it back.
Would you mind if I had a go?
Sure.
Does it feel heavy?
There's weight to it. It's like it's not light just to hold it like just a piece of wood. It's got some weight to it, but.
Right, and I'll turn away from everyone and just I'll just try to pull it back.
Sure. So your strength, you need a strength 18 to wield it.
Oof. I definitely don't.
Okay, so yours is 18, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and you get sort of halfway and you're like, whoa, you need to really pull to get this bow back, and you do it, but you feel like you can barely hold it there. Like flies out, you can barely hold on to it. Sort of, you can't aim. It's just a quick, pull it back and then release sort of thing. And as you do, there's like this like flare, like a 5 feet in front of it, of the same sort of magical energy, like these sort of like orange and purple bluish flares. Nothing really happens.
Does it like smack into anything?
No, it's just like a release of energy, like out of it, but maybe with practice or something.
That's not quite what they were doing with it before, but didn't break it.
Do you think you need it, or?
It's very short range, and still don't really know what it does. Do you think maybe with practice it would be able to use it as they were using it on that?
It's kind of like your. If you want to get it to work, we can try do it now.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So you can basically it requires attunement.
Right.
I can't remember what I exactly called it. Oh, Dare, you changed yours to purple. D&D Beyond. Nice.
Pretty cool, right? You just like, what? On the website.
Yeah, you can change the.
But it doesn't come over on the app, which is so annoying.
Yeah, I just saw it and thought, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a pretentious douchebag.
Orange.
Son of a bitch.
So yeah, it's called Ancient Compound Longbow of Vibrancy. You can add it if you so wish.
How do you attune to things? You just spend a bit of time.
It's like it takes an hour of concentrating and focusing with it. Basically, like trying it out.
And is there a maximum amount of attuned items?
3 items.
Okay, cool.
Attune to. Unless you have a feat or a specific class or something.
I have 2 feet. I really hate myself. It's all self-loathing.
Good.
Oh God! What a disgrace.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Have you found it?
Yeah, I found it. Just reading it now.
Okay.
Or perhaps I can do that and then.
Sure. So it basically uses your Dex mod to aim with it for attack rolls, but the damage is 2d6 plus your strength.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And it's a +1 weapon.
2d6 plus your
Trying to
strength.
get hit every
And then
creature
hit.
within
So
5
maybe at
feet.
18.
Take an additional 1d6
Okay.
fire.
Oh, but strength modifier, right?
Oh, no, strength.
So it's probably like +3 or something. Yeah. It might be more actually, +4 or 5.
Bullshit then.
Yeah.
Useless.
So I recently discovered that the +2 from my Shadow Blade comes from my dexterity. So I need to get my dexterity up, apparently. I think that's right.
Yeah, it's a finesse weapon, so you can use your strength or your Dex.
Oh.
I think your Dex is higher.
Dex is higher.
Yeah.
So I'm at max attuned items.
Okay.
Can I turn off my ring?
Yeah, you can unattune from it and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Because you can just it takes an hour to reattune to something. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Have you got any attuned items?
Bless you. I don't believe so.
Okay, cool. I've only got one.
The cloak might be attuned, I think.
Maybe the spear?
No, I'm not at all
that
attuned
right.
to that.
No?
Can I be?
The sphere?
Yeah. Can I know what the fuck it does?
I don't think it's not tunable right now.
Okay.
Okay. Where is the attuned stuff?
I think it's under
Bottom of your inventory.
Yeah. Oh, No,
So
not.
you and Gray basically go through it and you understand what it can do more or less. And that old and unstable part is there because
that was a thing.
they only rolled a 12, so you're removing it, so it's not perfect.
You
but
attuned
yeah,
to the
so it's like really powerful, but
yeah.
um,
I see.
yeah.
Should I be?
I don't know. If it says requires
sweet.
attunement, it'll be there.
Maybe there should be.
Below attunement.
Yeah.
So I can use it properly now instead of being like, ooh, boom.
Yeah, you can try and fire with it now if you want.
Okay. Yeah, we just like aim for something across the room and just.
So you're making an attack roll. So this is your dex. So minus.
Oh dear.
So glad that happened. So you turn to Gray like, I think I've got it now. He's like, okay, sure. So it stands back a bit. And it does a special thing on a roll of a 1.
Yes.
On a roll of a 1.
It explodes.
You kind of, okay, got it. Stand strong. And you kind of, one of your fingers slip and you go, you struggle, and then you feel the magic in it sort of building, and you're not releasing it properly when you should, and you do in a very uncareful, just release it. As it does, it explodes in your face.
I was right.
Yeah, it's virulent, like blue, orange, and you're blinded until the start of your next turn, basically.
Shit.
Like, I thought you said you. No, I'm over here.
Yes, I might need an extra 10 minutes with it. So I can see again. It's about 6 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blindness. Right.
I get bow and arrow isn't really your strength.
No.
So cool. Yeah. So you can take it if you
That's
want.
very cool.
You can give it to the whatever.
I will take it for now. While I go off to rest, speak with the others, and see what they think. And if we do not need it, we will not take it. Give it to you.
Appreciate it. Yes.
Bernie, I meant to ask, these chunks of amber stuff. How would you feel about us taking 1 or 2 more, perhaps?
So, how many do you have then?
Just the one.
Right. No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
minimum.
No, of course, yeah. Please, by all means, yes, take it. Like I said, I wasn't. I just keep looking at the bow. Like I wasn't expecting it to work on you, but if it can help you, then absolutely.
Do you think it would work for my friends?
I have no idea. It works for us, some sort of capacity, but
Right.
for you to try, probably,
Yes.
at least.
Indeed. I'll take 2.
So you only have 1.
I've got 1 at the moment.
Right.
I don't. Maybe I'll take 2 and I'll be like going for a 3rd, judging their reaction.
So there was only 4. No.
I don't know how many there were in the thing. I thought there were crates and crates of it.
Oh no, sorry. So there were like crates of it, but there's only like a few left as they like
Right,
took
right,
it all, and you
got
managed just to find a couple. So I think there's 2 left basically. You use 1, so yeah, you can take those 2.
Sweet.
And Valathar, I remember what I said to you about promise of not taking anything from the old city, but I've been having a think, and I think if there's anything that you will find of use to help you in this quest, and you don't think it's dangerous or shouldn't be on the outside or anything of such, we trust your judgment, is what we're trying to say. Please use anything if it will help.
Well, thank you. That's quite a change of stance. But that would be much appreciated, I'm sure.
Of course. Because these ancient things look, well, powerful, so...
Yes. They are, especially in the wrong hands. I will remember what you said. If something doesn't seem like it belongs on the outside, then even if we were to use it, it will remain in the city.
Good. And
Yes.
I want to reiterate that, again, it's what you've done for us that we trust you now, so...
Thank you.
Oh, I am sleepy.
Yes. That's him, sleepy, but I'm ready to reflect on day's events and times to come. I think I'd better join my friends.
Sounds smart to me.
Thank you again, and we will see you in a short number of hours again.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Take care.
Cool. So that's that. So you guys are... It's like we go back to when we just left Valbis, or the council, whatever. It's like 3:30ish in the morning. Do you guys want to particularly do anything?
Well, I don't know about you. I might have a lie in and get up at a more sensible time.
I would also like that.
Yeah. Well, we're in the same room, aren't we? I was about to say I'll see you later, but we're going to walk the same way.
That would be awkward.
Yeah. Like dimension doors. It's not a joke, I genuinely do that. I just disappear next to you.
I turn into a T-Rex.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll just...
I'll just be snuggled up in the bed when you arrive.
Yeah, no, I'll start walking. So like 20 minutes later.
I could have took you with me.
Yeah.
So sorry. Turn out the light.
You're a dick.
You're welcome.
Excellent. So, cool. Yeah, so you all get a long rest. Yay! It's like 3.5 hours later, like Val comes in the room.
Turn off the light. Oh, that feels so good.
Hitting that long rest button.
Yummies. So, yeah, it's a new day. It's like midday, pretty much, but everything's paid for you at this point. Your food is given to you. Is there anything you'd like to do to prepare before, well, do what you want, really?
Well, before I get breakfast in the morning, I'd speak to the guy at the...
I forgot something.
Well...
Yes, I'm so terrible. Sorry. I don't know if you guys mind, but I'd like you and Sam to leave the room.
Oh, baby.
Thank God we're recording this.
I'm glad you didn't mind. I wouldn't care if you did mind.
I'm going to listen to this bite.
Sorry.
If you don't want any spoilers this week, please skip to the time frame in the comment below. I don't know.
That sounds true.
Ooh. I can't believe you forgot. Like, I was alone as well.
What? When? Oh,
Just
walking.
then, yeah. Or is this before?
This is when you're asleep.
Oh.
So, in your dreams, you're battered, bruised, I was a bit pissed off, probably, everything. But finally, you get your bed. Next day, your eyes open and you see a tall, huge, older, orcish figure. You don't recognise him at first, but you recognise the despise you have for him, the all the emotions that you have when you see him, and even deep down a little bit of that is just longing to be accepted. But this just disgruntled, distasteful look he has as he looks down at you. A more feminine orcish figure sort of clouds your view as she steps in front, and they argue. You go to blink, and as you do, there's the male figure's been replaced by a man, scraggly beard and like a farmer type, having the same argument, or at least you feel the same energy against another woman that's in front of you, a human. You blink again and it's now lots of orc cubs, similar age to you, slightly older, picking on you, kicking you in the corner, calling you names, laughing. And as your head goes cloudy with pain, the image changes to human children. You see loads and loads of beds, like an orphanage, and they're doing the same thing, teasing and laughing and kicking you down, saying things like, this is why your parents died, this is why you're here, go away, leave, we don't care. It changes again, and as you're older now and your heavy feet plant in snow, as you look up you see amongst the storm on the cliffs a shack, a house of some sort, and you remember what happened here, you remember what you're about to do, although you didn't know it at the time. Even deep down there's a tiny bit of hope that some acceptance would come here. It changes again and you expect to see something or have again swapped to this other person's memories perhaps, but it's unclear. It's just all white snow, as if what's happened next with this person in parallel to you hasn't happened yet. His future isn't determined, it hasn't been made. You feel a sense of similarity and maybe a bit of compassion, and your mind wants to reach out for this person. And as your presence moves forward, you get the sense of tiny hands, suddenly clawed hands, pulling at him, pulling him away. These beady eyes and long necks. Until he's pulled out of your presence. And that's when you wake up. But out of character, do you understand?
I'm presuming it's all to do with my growing up and wanting family and familial thing. I don't think I understand the snowy mountain cavern shed thing.
That was when you went to find your...
That was when I'm travelling
Yeah.
east initially.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was looking for...
Yeah.
Okay.
And
okay.
that's where we
okay.
lived. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Yes, no, I do. Yes, I do remember it being snowy. Yes. Okay. Lots of that's metaphorical, yeah. I'm guessing. Like the orphanage stuff? Or...
It felt like it was someone else's memories.
Ah, okay.
And you recognise it later on in the day, probably. It's the orphanage that you'd only been to a couple of days ago.
Ah, okay. We're the same. Okay.
Cool.
Sweet, yeah.
Cool. Okay. You can come in!
Hello?
Here!
Did you call?
Yeah,
Alive?
actually.
Well,
It's very cold.
guys.
The floor was big. Here's my character sheet.
I hand it all over.
I'm a guy named Terrence now. Okay.
The both of you, Day and Val, as you have this, you wanted to sleep in a bit longer, but you have frightful dreams in the early hours of just you're uncomfortable, you're super cold. You don't know why until like, you just can't get warm, and you keep like fading in and out because you're so tired until eventually you kind of you wake up and it's freezing. And as you move, it's like some resistance. You feel like it's if icicles or snow is shifting. As you look around the room now, there's this like violent display coming out from Drow of like static ice and snow that's like spread along the room, spread over your bed sheets, and Dro's there just kind of
Trail. Trail. Trail!
It's like cold air coming from Drill's mouth.
I think you've had a bit of an accident in the night trail.
Iced room.
flicking your hair.
Drow will just stand up and it'll melt.
I've a very wet room for a while, I suppose.
It's never happened before. I'm dreaming of.
Not entirely sure. It's vague and confusing.
What did you see?
Snow and the orphanage that we visited.
Oh.
It was as if I was seeing through the eyes of one of the orphans there. As if I knew the bullying that they experienced. It's vague, but it felt very real, very vivid.
Were you seeing something that had happened before, or was happening then?
Not now.
Did you see anyone you recognise? Any of the children?
It felt like a memory. It didn't feel like a premonition or anything. don't think I recognized any of the children.
Did it feel like this? You were seeing through the eyes of this child we were trying to find?
Maybe. Either that or a very short man.
Probably the child.
Maybe.
Have you done that before? I'd never known you to.
No, I don't know. Don't know what that was about.
But do you think it's real?
It felt real.
Okay.
And it felt similar to experiences I've had. It felt real.
But experiences like perhaps as an orphan?
Growing up different can be difficult.
So you're saying that you share some sympathetic bond with this child?
Maybe so. It's hard to tell.
Well, back in reality now.
Yes.
Keep an eye on that. Get somebody lay down to sleep.
Definitely.
Long day ahead. Let's get something to eat.
Yes, maybe someone can get rid of all the ice in here.
You could start a contained fire.
Well, I wouldn't want to risk that trail.
You've changed.
What do you mean? Get my armor on.
There's some shifting in the snow, sort of 5 feet away from Day. And
Oh my
a
god.
tiny ginger.
Come here. I just hope he flies to me.
He flies, and as he does, you can see like his hind legs are stuck to each other. He starts dragging himself on your hand.
Try and just like very, very lightly try and warm up the ice, like sort of, pinch it a little bit and just, try and.
Put him in your armpit. It's very warm.
Ginger gives you this sudden look.
Or just cup your hands over.
Yeah, just put it there. Well, maybe we'll find this orphan. And
I'm sure we will.
yeah,
I'm sure we will.
but we weren't in any danger, right, last night with that. Your ice could be quite deadly. It's lucky maybe I was under the sheets.
The ice was like sharp. Is it like?
I don't know.
That one looks a bit like an ice knife, I'm just saying. It just,
It's got your name on it.
I've experienced my fair share of ice knives. So, I just want to make sure.
I don't know.
Okay. I suppose this is a better
I
option.
don't know.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to breakfast. Goodbye, Trey. Sort your shit out.
Good luck with the ice.
Cool. So yes, now the day is yours.
His eggs are getting caught.
So sorry, Day. What were you saying?
Yes, I would speak at the counter. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
I was just wondering. I don't have. This isn't out of character. I don't have like a pen and paper, right? Do I?
No, not really. No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Did.
Yeah. I think I need to like purchase and just have some.
Sure.
Where would you know where I could find perhaps a quill, some ink, some paper? Unless we sell it here, but I don't know why you would do that.
Kind of like leans down and you can see, don't know how long, but this like small girl's been sort of behind the counter. And he sort of just leans down and kind of runs past you, walks through your legs and goes to the window. With the door. But yeah, and he's like, and she kind of stops like,
I only need maybe a couple of sheets, maybe an envelope.
And then just runs.
Maybe some wax as well. Thank you. Can I get some breakfast, please? As well, also.
Breakfast menu. Stop now.
And I'll have the brunch menu, please. We're in a McDonald's.
Sure. But yeah. So some time goes by. And then she returns with ink and quill and a little bit of sealing wax and some paper.
Thank you. How much, sir?
3 gold.
Fine. There you go, sir. 3 gold.
Cool. And yeah, food is on the house.
Cool. So as I'm eating, I'll sort of sit down. I don't know if you join me, or if the both of you join me. Let's say it's about time we compose this letter to Alid, considering we're about to go beyond the gate. We may never get another chance to reply to his letter.
Yes. I think that's wise.
So I thought. I thought we could start penning some kind of response to him, and then I'll start writing the stuff that I've written.
That's hard. That's hard.
What's going on? Are you alright?
Yeah.
Well, did anyone else want to write anything? So push it to Val.
Yes. Better.
You don't have to write that one.
It's immersive. This brunch menu is delicious.
Food.
Sorry.
Oh, goodness me.
It's in character.
We pay extra for that.
Cool. So this is when. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll add some stuff.
Cool. So you write a letter to Alid. It'd be like 2 silver pieces to send it to, and you're addressing it to Captain Alid
Captain
of the the Rise Guard in Leveridge.
Yeah.
I don't send it yet. I'll put it in the envelope and I'll keep it on me
Cool.
for a sec.
Okay.
Can go into any bodies of water.
Right. Well, I won't be doing that anyway.
Wow.
So, I mean, you never know with the Sik Bois adventures. Just step out the door and fuck.
God damn it.
Well, did anyone got any specific plans today? I've got a few ideas, but I figured we'd spend one more day here before we step through, perhaps.
We should be ready at the very least.
Another day of living.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
We'll be fine. What makes you think we're in any danger when we cross this Emerald Gate?
I don't know, there's just a lot of the Neckers down there, ain't there? They fucked up an invisible guy.
That's true. They did.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of,
Let me get out the map.
Oh, we gotta be careful of that big beast thing they said about his map with their own.
yes, I did some more research before heading up to rest last night. There were a few things we should know about. You mentioned Neckers. There's lots of talk of that in their notes. So magic will obviously draw them. We need to be careful in trying to be stealthy and casting anything. There were talk of lightning, ghosts, and apparently very dangerous and to be avoided at all costs. So you see something that looks like a lightning person.
Well, we did encounter some kind of spirits before, didn't we, when we were making our way to the Griffin? It was during my exploits of
The balls of lightning.
Mm.
Yeah, yes.
These.
He's mentioned more like people.
Oh.
So it might be the same, I'm not sure.
Innkeeper. Hi. You wouldn't happen to have a map, per se, of the town, would you? Know if we can get one anywhere. Where'd you get that?
Came with the quill.
You see, he sends the girl off. It's a 3.
Oh no.
Well, then she comes back. It's like,
That was quick. Good luck again.
Maybe we'll find it.
Yeah. It's fine. No worries.
tell you where something is.
What are you thinking?
Well, we now know where the Emerald Gate is. So
Thank you very much for your help.
I'll give him 1 silver piece for his time.
Limited time.
Yeah, we now know where the Silver Gate is. Emerald Gate is. Sorry, I was giving you the silver. Right. It was very confusing in my head. So it might be possible to try and figure out which tunnel we were in when we sent Ginger down.
Right. Yes.
And maybe map out above ground a little more in case we need to make a speedy escape with your door thing.
Yes.
I don't know that this relates directly to the physical realm we're in now.
You think this is beyond?
I think as soon as we pass through the Emerald Gate and reach the clicking ships here, we are in what the locals refer to as the Fade, which is a last chance stop before another plane.
Yes. I think we were under the belief that what I'd witnessed where the Neckers were was another entrance, I think we'd agreed that.
Possibly.
So they are but regular caves underneath, and then they have another entrance into this place, which is somewhere beyond.
Yes,
Thank you, Innkeep.
So I don't think you'd be able to
Here.
to lay a map of the top, maybe, and figure out where they are. I think you're completely unrelated.
Right.
So we're going to another layer of weird shit like this never used to happen.
Yeah, but what Val, you know about all of this. So this
Learned man.
is it somewhere else here, or is it almost like the afterlife, like What exactly are we walking into here?
Is it underground or is it underground?
To answer your question, I don't know. I have no idea. From what we've been told,
We're fucked.
Yes.
this is another a plane, a demi-plane. I'm not sure.
But you hail from another place, right?
Yes.
And that is somewhere else, right?
Yes.
Okay.
To here, where we are now.
Right.
And it's likely that the Neckers, although they're travelling through tunnels under the city, they're from this plane,
Guess so. Maybe.
most likely.
Quite possibly.
So when you first encountered them, I remember if I went to check, and they were Neckers came from the Fae, and they used to be sort of like pleasant creatures, normal, but they were corrupted by something, some sort of thorn heart or some sort of thorn.
Okay.
When the Fae was sundered in the sundering, and then
Right.
So it's
So it could be a fragment of could be a fragment of the Fae. An unconnected fragment of the Fae.
yeah, because the city of Nath Nassam was part in the Fae and the material plane.
Yeah.
Like a connector, and then when the Fae was sundered,
Yeah.
because it was in both, something weird happened to the whole city.
Yeah.
And it's just like you said, demi-plane, different planes, just all kind of a weird thing happened.
Limbo.
Yeah.
All we need to know is that it's not.
Right.
These areas are not in any way related to the physical realm we're in now.
We know how to get in,
Yes.
and then we can use this map.
And they're all fairly. It's pretty obvious where we're going to be, I think.
Yes.
unless it's all just bullshit.
Could be, but at least we have a chance here. Knowing. As soon as we're in, we can just go back through the gate.
We'll be like, oh look, there's some clicking chips, and then we'll know that at least the map's got some kind of sense.
Yes.
And then we gotta decide, do we want to go to the orchestra, dust rooms, or
The swinging.
the swearing?
Swearing.
Swearing.
The swearing
swearing.
glen.
Right.
Interesting.
What's that?
Anyone know what a glen is?
Like
It's a man, isn't it?
Oh, it's a swearing glen.
It's just a bloke.
It's
like a woodland
forest.
Just a foul-mouthed person.
A narrow valley, especially in Scotland or Ireland.
Well, we've got a choice of a musical area, a place unclean, or a very angry man. So, you know.
Oh, the orchestra sounds nice.
Yeah, well, maybe let's go there. But then it leads to the speed burn, so, you know, maybe I'll be alright, but
Well, we could then go to the pond.
It says bum.
the speed bum.
Speed bums.
Even better.
Bob thinks it.
Is that
Aiming to write.
is that bum?
It's burn.
Okay.
No, it's bum.
Okay.
We just established it's bum.
It's just a homeless man.
speed bum. You wanna buy some speed? I'm excited.
You guys got any speed? I haven't seen anyone for like 50 years, man. Let's. Perhaps it would be a good idea to plan our route before we go down, as to not waste time bickering.
Well, I mean, once we get down there, we'll see what the passageways look like, I suppose, and then we can decide which one looks the most appetizing.
Fuck that.
Well, we don't know what we're going to encounter. We don't know what that means. What does orchestra mean?
We don't know if we're going to
Guessing
be
in
told
music. And
or shown
That's-
what the next place is. We may just be given 3
These could
doors.
be fanciful names.
oh, this sucks.
Well,
Look, we're not planning our route because we're trying to find specific things.
yes.
Weird shit like this never used to happen.
It was a lot easier when we were just traveling east.
Yeah.
We were looking for it.
And then we made it east.
Yeah, and then we got.
And we got greedy, and now we're going back.
We were a dog
west, maybe.
chasing a cart. We didn't know when we got it. Well, if we're quite done, I think I'm going to go train. Anyone else wants to join me?
If we're done, I think I'm going to go boat.
And Val can go by plane. Oh, fucking hell.
I have a few things to buy today, but I have a few things to hand out as well. So each need one of these. I've got a grappling hook with a length of rope on it.
Ooh.
Cool. That's pretty sweet.
Yes. I already have one of these, but thank you.
You can
There you are.
never have too many.
Yes. I've got 3.
3. Shit. More than that.
Would you like one back?
I have a different one.
Shit. Fuck me. No, fuck.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should
I don't have that, so that's good.
go to our room quickly before we leave.
Right, what do you want? Yeah.
Well, I just kind of pull out like
About to happen.
the hilt of a sword. I'm just like, yeah, it's probably not best to be showing these off. And I'll start heading upstairs.
What are you putting away? You just
For our audio listeners, he just dropped the sword.
it was hollow. What are you putting away? The sword.
A sword. I just bring out the hilt of a sword and in from the bag.
As you do that, oh, there's a terrible smell coming from the bag.
Oh.
What have we forgotten?
Oh yeah. Is it the head? We have the head of the bolt, right?
No. There was an egg in here.
There was an egg.
So do you think of the egg? Okay.
We need to stop picking up weird shit.
What egg? What egg? The bullet. The bullet egg.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
You
No.
you think of the egg and it's not like
An egg.
rock or like an egg. It's like it's like cold and scaly and squidgy.
And a batch.
Do you lift it up?
Let's go upstairs.
Yes,
Definitely an icy room.
Yes, let's go upstairs. Not conspicuous.
It wasn't before you.
It was completely fine.
Yeah.
They knew. Who?
They're watching.
Cool. So if you get to your room and you pull it out, there's like this.
Please.
For God's sake, scaly and infected. You see this limp, scaly. There's an eye on it.
For fuck's sake.
It's greyed out.
Oh no.
You kind of like put it through the bag, and this poor, dishevelled, like eyes barely open baby bullet.
Oh my god.
Alive? Is it breathing?
All I can picture is Voldemort.
Can I try and hear if there's a heartbeat?
Sure, make a medicine check.
Absolutely. It's terrible. 4.
You don't think you get a heartbeat, and
I can't hear anything. Oh god.
Carefully lay it down on its back.
Why did we keep this?
I I forgot I had it in here.
Oh, Jesus.
Really forgot.
Do we want to save it? Does it matter?
Use with it.
God, I was just thinking of that. I was like, no, it's not.
We could train it to be the mascot of the Sik Bois.
I could.
It's quite literally sick, if not dead.
And it is a boy.
I'm just gonna just like trying to open its eyes, see if its eyes are at least like, you know, it's got any
Cast
reaction.
light on the coin and try and
Reaction
run it over the
or
eyes.
something. Yeah.
You do that, and these big like black pupils don't dilate. It's dead.
Oh,
Fucking
bollocks.
Forgot about it. It hatched and just suffocated.
What was it?
A bullet.
Of course.
Do you remember when we first got to Leverage, we went into the cave underneath, and there was that big, like, they were like
Mars
rocky
rise.
monsters?
Yeah.
It was one of those. We took the egg of the big one.
What's a bullet?
It's like a
It's like a big bull.
shark.
It's like a shark.
It's like a
Rock burrowing
shark
shark.
burrowing thing.
Looks pretty cool.
I typed in bullet egg and a lot of vibrating things.
Oh goodness!
But yeah, unfortunately, that's
I think just put a
2 L's and 2 T's. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
okay,
LOETT.
Ah, fuck it, it's ugly.
that could have been a cool mount. Anyway, next time, baby.
But yeah, unfortunately, it didn't know to put it back or something. Oh,
Okay.
I typed in bullet.
power off.
And we got
I don't
anime
know.
bullet bills.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. What do you know that?
Well, I was like, I could explain, but just make it worse.
But yes,
meme
sadly,
Bowser, whatever.
it's been a while. It hatched and
So long.
it died.
Bowser.
It's so frail when it just hatches, just suffocated. Because there's only so much air in the bag of holding.
Can we put more air in the bag of holding?
It's too late now, isn't it?
Every now and again we need to blow into the bag of holding because there's something alive in there.
Yes, have we got anything else we need to worry about that's in there that could be alive?
Poor. Just think living thing or dead thing.
Why don't you just pour it out, all of it?
Just think of yes, I suppose we could
Definitely
yeah.
help us.
Go over and just like close the door or
Sure.
prop it or something.
Yeah.
Stand back and just carefully.
God damn, remember everything in the bag.
It's just the important stuff.
So you turn it inside out. So turning it inside out a bag of hot, like just all this stuff. Sword comes out.
Ice shards flying everywhere. Oh my god.
Axe away!
Surrender!
Sacks of grain.
Like a piece of every villain we've ever killed.
Yeah.
It's like a griffin.
Griffin head, like the Marvel like toys where like you slowly build up. It's like an arm of a bull.
Can I stop it
A leg of
midway
a
through this?
That's quite fun. It's just you do it and that's it. And yeah, and it's all there. There's like, I don't know, a spare shield or something like. I can't have. Yeah.
Why do we do this? Perfect response. Whoops.
I just like puff it the right way around.
You remember when Val walked to the end of the room and we just stood in the firing line? Like, we could have moved. But
I said stand back and then backed up.
I don't know what a jack in the box is, but I feel like I've just been hit with a jack in the box.
It's a Valna box. A Valna sack.
have we still got the
The
bull's head?
Yeah.
It's just in
I
there.
don't think so. I really don't
No,
know.
we threw it to thingy.
Yeah.
we were like we've done
Birdie
it.
boy.
Yeah,
Kick through the head of him.
Birdie boy.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well.
Picking anything.
Okay, yeah. You know, Jesus. You're a mess. What?
You hear like a
Everything's fine.
Yes,
it's
everything-
okay.
Fine in here. Just a
How are you? It's boring conversation anyway.
just organising things. We're fine, thank you.
got a leak.
No leak today. No,
Got some carrots.
just the water melted. So like dripping through.
Yeah.
We had a bit of an accident in the night.
Spilt drink.
That's exactly what we're cleaning up now.
And sorting.
We didn't want to bother you with it, so we thought, you know,
We've caused you enough.
you've done us a kindness, we'll do you a kindness and clean it up.
1 gold's worth of kindness.
Yes.
He was shuffling away from the door.
What do we-
Let's not waste any more time.
What do we do with the body?
Saviors of the world.
Yeah.
Sik Bois.
What do we do with the body?
Well, we fit in the bag before we can just.
But it stinks.
Smelly.
Does the smell the bag? Does it retain any of the stink? In this pocket dimension.
Since you emptied it out, that meant everything is out. So actually, not only did everything come out, but all the air, the musty, stinky air, so the whole room absolutely reeks as well.
Just gather it all up.
Just
Fucking awful.
Smells like home.
You know what? Let's have a funeral for him later or something. I don't know.
We'll put him back in the bag in a minute.
Just put him back in a bag and we'll take him out later. And, yeah.
I hate this bag.
Yes.
The only
What a
things
nuisance.
I wanted to show you were the 2 weapons that we'd found on the.
Then do that.
Not downstairs.
Suddenly you bring out like a rock head.
Yeah, well, you asked
Dead
if there was
baby.
anything else in there.
You just performed like the slowest abortion I've ever seen.
God.
Now it's on our floor.
Put it back in the bag in a minute. All right.
I don't think it works like that.
I think the juice is kind of mixed with the slushy ice. Oh,
That's that long.
Never eat.
Liquid coming
It's fine.
Never eat greeny yellow snow.
We need to do a check on this bag every now and then.
Right, Val, what did you find? Swords? What are you talking about?
Yes. There's a sword and the maul there. If either one of you will want to use that for your travels.
Are they any good? What are they? Are they magic?
One sort of is.
Right.
You can do a thunder
The bell swing.
with it once a long rest. Once every
A
time
what?
you go to sleep. Basically once a day.
You speak weird.
And this sword is
Pretty cool.
it's just
It's a sword.
yes, it's very good. Both two-handed.
Right. I'm kind of a one-handed kind of guy, so I appreciate it, but
Maybe I can take the sword. Can I take the sword?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think
I
your
don't have
class doesn't
I
have
don't
any proficiency in
Shit.
Damn
it.
What about the other one? The same.
It's a more same shit.
Yeah, I'll take the sword. Why not?
you look cool.
I used a dagger for a little bit, and now I've got a sword.
That makes sense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like the sword.
It's also the gift is like
Shit. Ah, yes, I've forgotten about that.
just knocks you on the head when you pull it.
I need to stop touching these.
Yes, please.
You also, both of you see this like
Hey, Joe.
I'll put that there.
both of you see this like really vibrant, ornate bow as well. So I imagine you would have put it in the back.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Can we take this?
Is this the
That's for us.
the thing that shot at us?
Yes, that's from the ballista. The last thing I.
Is it any good? And I'll pick it up.
It's like huge. It's like tall, way taller than Day.
Let's just sort of see the tension on it.
Yeah.
There is none.
What's your strength?
12.
You're kind of like, woo. Yeah, cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's
That is a bow.
it's very ornate. You can put it on a wall. Except it doesn't work.
There's a big D. You could have put on your wall for day.
Yeah, big D-Day. Big D-Day.
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 That'll catch on.
Come on.
All hangings aside, it
yes.
does work, and I'll just.
This fucking prick.
As Val pulls it back, there's like this. That vibrant energy starts.
Sweet Jesus.
Just
Make a strength. Make a strength.
Why do we stand at the
21.
opposite end?
Okay.
why is he always aiming at us?
So,
Move out the way and I'm
so you manage to like just release it so carefully.
does work,
Right.
and it's quite powerful.
I see.
Cool.
So I figured we might be able to use it. I don't have anything to have.
Right.
What's he doing?
Was that the finger crossbow?
Crossbows, yes.
As coined by Drail.
I have actual crossbows. Would you like one?
I have this.
Just go for the crossbows.
It's quite big. You can wear it around you?
I guess so, and I'll just try a few methods of wearing it like cross shoulder.
Sure, it's like awkward because it's so tall, but
Can we not make it smaller? Can we not like...
I mean, it fits in the bag.
Would you be able to do that in mid-combat? Do you think you could draw it?
It would take me a good few seconds. So would I think that would impose any sort of difficulty of movement? Maybe climbing?
it's pretty tricky. Like it's just so big. Like with your shield out, and it might like fall down, or it's not like practical really. But it's something like you keep in the bag of holding in like before. If you think you might have a fight, you could like I don't know.
Yeah.
Have it.
Cool. Yes, I think it would be useful either way. And then I'm not.
Is it going to fire a lot like it did against us, or is that not the case?
I've spent a bit of time with it. As far as I know, I can do something similar to that, but not quite as fast as it was. And it's limited as well. It's taking it from the mechanism damaged it in some way.
Right, okay. That's a shame.
Yes, I blinded myself with it the first time.
Oh, you did?
Wonderful. You must left that out.
I feel a bit better now.
I feel wonderful.
Yeah, this is great.
I thought you might.
With
Don't stand near me if I'm using it.
the potion shop that you sent in the chat, are we... The point was that we don't RP that and we just kind of skip over it. So we've already been...
You could.
Yeah.
I assume that would be in a minute, right?
Yeah, you can go.
It's still the morning, isn't it?
Yeah, left. Yeah.
We're still the afternoon or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, maybe I'll wait to say what I
We
say.
let's just say we
We've been...
quickly went out in the morning.
We disposed of the
Literally-
bodies.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, at that potion shop we went to,
Yes, Trail, yes.
they had a potion of growth.
Right.
Would you be able to grow and have a regular sized bow?
Yes, well, I ordered one of those potions. See,
I didn't see that.
I didn't buy anything.
I too browsed. I perused the potion shop.
You know, I thought about getting the slippery potion, then I thought
So did I.
you'd be without it.
See, I didn't. I just like money.
I see.
So yeah, maybe providing he grows a bit, it wouldn't be such a clunky weapon.
Yes. For me, you mean, or Dave?
Any of us.
Like you're the one with the strength to.
Yes.
Yoke
It's
it.
But I believe if you were to grow double the size, your strength doubles.
Does it?
It's a bit weird. It's a bit funky. It's a funky spell.
you get like 4 times your weight or something.
It's 8 times your weight.
8?
Double your size, 8 times your weight.
Maybe
Just
we
get-
should all buy it. It'll be big
It's
boy.
double your size width weight.
But your mass stays the same.
That's so weird.
But only when it's convenient.
Bomber from The Hobbit.
Fucking pig.
Quickly.
Boom.
So, yeah. So, is there any other preparation you guys want to do before you head in?
Yes. Go off and train.
Okay.
I'm gonna go off and do training.
You train.
Val's gone. I didn't want him to be.
Did you want to do it with Val? Oh, did you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much now halting the whole thing because
No,
I want
it's
to
fine,
do
it's
it.
fine.
I want to do a thing.
Do you want to do a thing? I'm all for it. Joe, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm boating.
You think of your days with helmsman, your good mate helmsman. Was it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was-
I forgot that was the thing I did.
Part of your character.
I was sick of that.
You're a boatman.
I love
Yeah, that move where in the storm, I can't remember, you did something. You you held the whole thing.
Well, you were like getting fucking I think you were like falling off the edge, right? And you were like pulled it back in. Oh, that was cool.
That was cool.
That was a very.
Like
I
your
forgot
combat.
about that like whole.
Yeah, the travel.
Yeah.
Your combat was like the rolls to keep the boat going, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Everyone else was fight like.
I was like debuting the flame blade.
Yeah.
And you did a cool thing where you knocked someone off, I think, as well. Because you were like, I'm going to tilt the ship because he's like standing next to it.
He's like on the edge.
Yeah, and then
nice.
he fell off. Yeah.
Very nice.
That guy hanging on the back.
I feel like that definitely happened. There were like
Yeah.
people hanging off the edge.
I
or
feel
something.
like
Yeah.
because that's where he fell. My boy,
Yeah.
my best mate,
Yeah.
he fell off, and your one died.
Oh yeah, Potato Lady.
Potato Lady died.
These are not their names.
But yeah, that was
That was a good time.
Look at us. That's so long ago. Holy
That
shit.
was pre-leverage.
That was. Was that? Was I
Christmas.
born
It
with?
was not last Christmas, the Christmas before.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah!
that was-
the Christmas special was also fucking hell. Holy shit!
Jesus.
Yeah, it literally would be like a year ago.
Yeah.
God damn. Fucking hell, excuse me.
See, because the only thing I remember about like the night of the snowy.
Night of the cold sea.
Yeah,
so whatever it was.
Yeah.
I just remember like the party and then the party going a bit awry and then like it all
Captain
going back
we
to
got
normal.
attacked.
Don
Yeah.
Moss or something.
Bum moss.
Goblins.
Just
Sea
reminisce
goblins.
about make believe things that never happened.
He wants to train.
Yeah. Well, I just thought before we go beyond the gate, I thought maybe we could practice our combat and just sort of make sure we're in tip-top shape. Just a little bit of a workout.
I think
And you've got a bow now. I was thinking about trying out my Eldritch Blast. So if you wanted to get involved with that, we could set some targets up just outside. Perhaps.
yeah.
I was expecting a flash.
We could do a bit of live target practice as well.
Live target practice. What were you thinking?
Well,
Training
Quads.
I was going to say Joe starts to sweat.
I have to do it.
No, not you. It's fine.
Join in, Dre, if you want, as the target.
No, what I meant is I can do some shield drills.
Turns to ice. You say again. Sorry.
What I meant is I can do some shield drills.
Oh, I see. Yes. Oh, that's right. When I first got a shield, we briefly did some training and never did it again.
Yes, so it might be worth me touching up on that.
Yes. Right. Well, let's do that then.
Maybe fire some.
Do you want to try your new sword?
Yes, we could be sword
At some
buddies.
point. No.
Yes. Can we go to like perhaps like the outskirts of the town? Maybe find some trees and like sort of set up a few like just bits of wood and stuff as like targets and
We could go
stuff.
back to the dye house.
That's true, actually. Yeah,
Do it in there.
Yeah, run through the dye house and shit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Like Footloose.
They might still be combing it for evidence.
Right, so let's not play around in the crime scene.
I forgot that they were like, actively like
Yes, when I went back, there were guards.
Right. Yes, that makes sense.
We should go underneath into that big space.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Between the pillars.
Why did we help out Gray? Now I don't want to do this.
Come on, Drill.
Just drag his sword on it. Fuck this.
Cool. So can we? So we'll head out to like just outside the thing and set up some targets.
Yeah,
and
fine.
Stuff. Cool.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, you can just do whatever.
So. Yeah. So. Start like what did you want to do? Shield stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just let's both test our new toys first.
Yeah.
And I'll get the bow set up. Yeah, like on a tree stump or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like
conkers or something.
Yeah. Bit of fruit, apple or something. I don't know.
Sure.
There's something from the trees. And then maybe we've got 2 tree stumps.
But yeah, I just now realize, because I'm like sword and shoot guy. I can sort of that's how I'm gonna frame it. Come on, guys, we need to get comfortable with our new weapons. I can show you, shoot the apple, and I'll try and shoot it.
Yeah, sure, mate. What distance are we talking here? Just so I know.
Let's do like
feet.
Yeah.
let's do 100 feet.
Okay. We have to be like, through some trees, do stuff.
Do you think you can do this, fella?
I can give it a go.
I want you to do this. Boy, I hope I don't miss. And I'll shoot and I'll just blast.
Okay, yeah. Attack roll.
That is a 28.
Do you see like 100 feet away this apple just where there's like red beam was, there's just nothing there, and then if you look.
Go on, give it a go.
Right. Here goes. And I'll pull I'll get the bow on its side. I forget how tall I am.
You're like 6 foot, Jess.
Okay, so yeah, I have to like have it on its side and
Gangster grip.
so, like. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then just sort of pull it on its side and draw it over.
Relax. Easy.
You can barely hold it. Like, it starts like pulling you upwards.
Release it.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Don't think, just feel.
Are we?
This is the dex.
Are we anywhere near the?
Oh dear.
Dex and prof.
Yeah, and +1 because it's magical.
Okay, so it's just +4, so 6.
Okay. You held it for too long, and there's this bolt appears without any arrow, of like surrounded by this that same energy, and it kind of like appears as it's fired like through the bow, and then there's just like a beam almost of that bluish and orange power just spreads straight through the trees, and you hear like a tiny like flare, and maybe like a few flames like 200 feet away in the.
Trail. Maybe put the fire up if you could.
Okay.
Thanks.
Just do like rev thrust against the fire, just
You have to like walk 100 feet. And then, just sort of out. Yeah.
Whilst we're here, are we anywhere near the river, the like lake bit that was outside? Let's say we are.
Fairly sure you could have found a spot near the river.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take 2 buckets because I now have buckets. Just go with it, Dan.
Okay.
You don't know what's about to happen.
Okay.
But we're doing it.
Okay.
So yeah, Joel's just like, I've been wanted to.
Where'd you get these buckets from?
Don't ask me that. I've been wanting to try something, and Joel's like wandering off, and he goes to the lake and fills the buckets. Well, I guess you guys are doing what you've just been doing.
Give me 2 silver for buckets.
But yeah, so I fill the 2 buckets with water, and then I'm gonna bring
Turn it
back.
into gold.
No, and instead of us firing at just like apples and miscellaneous things, I am going to cast Shape Water, which is a new boy, and I am going to shape the water into like the shape of like just generic villain. Nice thing, and then also with shape water I can turn it to ice.
That's cool.
I think I can cast it twice with like on a thing.
Sure.
I might not be able to always do that, but for fun.
Is it
It's a cantrip, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I can just keep doing it over and over again.
If one of the
But
effects
it says if you cast the spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. So I guess I can shape
you
it
can shape it and
ice
then freeze it. Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I'm a master ice sculptor.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
And then
I feel like
villainous
because I feel like
creatures.
you're constantly like, not in the game, but we're constantly praying and like to the Watcher and things. So I feel like you sense that connection goes strong in different ways.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
What happened?
You said about ice.
Yes.
We'll get to it.
So I'm gonna like shape the water maybe into the shape of like just some like fan favorite villains we fought along the way. Just
Captain Bunmoss.
maybe not life size because I guess you can only do so much with.
It's a 5 foot area, yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like little, and I'll freeze it, and then. Val, the bull! You have targets that look very far away.
Excellent. Go on, Val, don't miss! Life or death situation!
Instead of like holding it and waiting this time, I kind of do it in one motion. Pull, aim, and release.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes!
The training works!
23.
Nice.
Yeah.
So finally, and then it flares in this energy, and
Yes.
the whole thing is just destroyed and partially melted.
I'll try and follow up. Good job, Val! 18.
Yeah, just.
Yeah!
You like skew one of the arms off of this figure, like.
Very good.
I think you're getting the hang of it.
Yes. Now we're all capable of ranged abilities, which is nice. How about we get you trained up on swordsmanship?
Yay.
And I'll cast Shadow Blade. I'll put my shield is sheathed. It's just shadow blade and like free hand for
And I'll wield my sword.
I don't think it's actually it's not gonna work, is it? Me fighting him with the sword. Is it?
Why not?
Well, because it's just like it's not actually.
I was thinking about this the other day, but I think I decided in my head that it's-
sword.
It's kind of like. Wow,
I thought he'd deflect.
I decided in my head that because it's like psychic damage, you can still parry
Okay,
because
cool.
they think it's real. So
It's like psychic psychically there. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna like.
Wow.
Do some sparring with you.
both make attack rolls then.
Yeah.
Can't believe I'm. But also I'm partially pulling punch as to not cut off a
disadvantage.
Yeah, me too. Also, I don't want to hurt.
So both
Mr.
just both
Jones.
roll because you're both doing it. Just both on one roll.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What's my attack roll?
So you wouldn't have proficiency with it. What's your strength?
+2.
So you'd have +2 to this roll. That's it.
Okay, so that's 19.
I got 9.
Okay, so Val, as you sit back and watch, I don't know. You're kind of okay. You're ready with Shadow Blade, coming quick, and Joel's like, and just luckily somehow like blocking the hits and.
That's a drought.
I'm surprisingly good at this.
And eventually like breaks past your guard, and there's like a as it scratches your metal on your armor without.
Good one. And I'll keep firing at him.
Go for it again if you want to.
Yeah.
He favours his left.
16.
Then 11.
Okay, but this time the beginner's left.
It's going easy.
What's your armor class?
15.
Okay, so
But we're pulling our bunches.
Pulling up. We don't want to hurt each other.
sure. So there's you guys are going at it, but Dave starts to pick up the speed. The weight of the weapon you're not used to, whereas Dave's weapon looks weightless.
Yeah.
And finally, kind of flicks your weapon away out of your hand. Not still in your hand, sorry, but like out, forces your guard, and then draws the sword to your throat.
Did you see Dune? It was sick.
You've got to be prepared for things like this. What are you going to do? I'll pull it back and then sort of re-engage.
Let's go again.
Next one.
Ooh,
17.
21.
Snappy. So
What you guys watch for?
17.
Oof. Joe puts up a fight. But you're still. What are we laughing? but
Get into it.
You keep, you kind of like, we've got you there. Oop, dead there. Yeah.
This is annoying.
And I'll say, Val, don't stop training! And I'll sort of shoot towards a tree, and I'll
He's flipped over the bucket.
and I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast right past him and hit a tree.
Whoa,
Oh no! Oh no! Don't stop, Val!
roll damage.
Oh no!
what did you roll? What did you get?
I got a natural 1. But I was trying to hit a tree next to you, so I'm worried.
Headshot.
I'm worried I've hit you. Which would be a 10, by the way. Roll damage 1d10 plus 5. I'm so sorry.
I'm like,
That is 11.
You take 5 points of force damage. Just a little bit of ration you eat him gets flung out of your hand, and it like really hurts your fingers. And you're like, shit!
what are you doing that?
Don't stop! You need to keep training.
I don't like Dave.
Give him one for me.
What? Give it with yourself.
I think Dave's getting a bit overly excited, and you start to see like little bits of flame coming off of him. And are we doing it again?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I forgot what my thing was.
14.
You did pretty well.
I'm not terrible.
Let's do it, yeah.
I got 12.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, still not being able to control the weight of the sword, but you do get past Dave's defense as you see it, as he's distracted shooting a cookie. Then you can and you it bounces off his arm a bit.
Very nice.
Stop!
Not nowhere near Val this time. I'll shoot off another Eldritch Blast. I'm trying to I'm basically trying to sort of get myself used to doing multiple things at
Get
once.
a Kimbo.
And you look over, and so I've sort of just sort of parried the Shadow Blade, and I've shot off an Eldritch Blast, and you see an image.
An image.
You see, this is what I look like.
Did you print this in Cheltenham?
I printed this at home.
Ah, okay.
And you see that's what maybe perhaps Val on his bucket crying over his cookie. He sees me in this pose, and I've got the Shadow Blade.
This?
I've got my Shadow Blade, and I've just shot an Eldritch Blast.
Little ginger.
Oh god,
Ginger on my shoulder.
that's so cool.
What is this?
Yeah, what's this sneaky?
I commissioned artwork
Nice.
like a month ago,
Oh wow.
and this whole thing I just set up so I could do this.
Wait, how long have you had this?
I've had it for like almost 2 weeks now, and
Oh my
I'm
God.
dying to show you.
That's so cool.
30
It's
minutes.
an artist.
Can I see it? Is that right?
Yeah. I think he's Australian, but I'm not sure where he's from.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I was liaising when we did D&D last week. I was like liaising with him at the time, and I was like, hopefully no one sees what I'm doing.
Amazing.
That's so cool.
You got to send the original in.
Yeah.
I will.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so
Well, I'll send it
cool.
right now because
Yes!
Get it in full colour.
I see it all. The Henderswood amulet.
yes.
I'm good
Bullet
with
thing.
I'm gonna send it to
bell.
you right now.
Where's your ring? Oh, there's the ring. The ring on the
shit.
copy of
that. Even see it.
the little green gems.
Come on.
And the red one from the golem.
Yes.
That's amazing. And the shield.
Yes.
That looks pretty good as well.
It's sick,
Yeah.
right?
That's really cool.
There you go. Yeah, and my little gem on my hand is like glowing every time I pop off an Eldritch Blast. And
Are they that colour then,
this-
like red?
yeah.
Is this related to when you picture Day?
Yes.
He's
That's what
got
it
the Sik
was.
Bois amulet on
Remember
him
when I
as well.
messaged you? I was like, "What celebrity?"
Yes!
Yes.
He does have
Got the Sik Bois amulet.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
My art has come to life!
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Incredible.
That's nuts. Oh, fair play to
That's
the
very
guy who did
cool.
this. He took every little thing.
Oh yeah, I sent him like a proper like detailed document of like this is what everything needs to be. So on his right hand you can see
amazing.
the ring where I've wrapped it round so
Yeah,
I'll wear it.
yeah.
Then I've got two like cufflinks on his armor from the party. The bullet shell is on his shoulder.
Yes.
Got the gem from when we fought the golem thing. You can see his eye patch, eye lens rather, which is on fire.
Yeah.
So is there anything special about his belt? It's like blue.
No, it's just he's been wearing that colour. He's sort of had that kind of colour belt on every sort of iteration of his
Fire
outfit.
looks sick. Like the way it's like
Yeah.
reflecting on the armor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like under the armpit, like it's like it
That
just
really makes
Sure,
it come alive,
reflection.
doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, the emblem. I can't believe
sorry
that.
audio
It's cool.
listeners.
Yeah.
Even like the cape is sort of like brushing back a bit, almost like the Eldritch Blast, sort of like a bit
Yep.
of
Yeah, if you look at like the tips of your fingers as well, like they're like slightly red.
yeah. Oh,
It's
And it's just how you do it too, like pew pew pew.
Yeah.
Two fingers. What a character.
It was all specified to the guy. I said like this specifically, this pose, because I had to find a pose online where you could see the back of both of his hands because I really wanted to make sure all the bits and pieces were
Yeah.
visible.
Nailed it. Yeah, that's the best pose.
I'm so happy.
Dirt
about
on
it.
his
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, make sure, like, can you make sure he's got like worn out boots and like he's been wearing them since he started. And,
Can I ask how much it costs?
I think it's $150.
Jesus.
Dollars, so it's a bit cheaper than.
Right, so it's like
It's
yeah.
90 quid though. Wow. Ginger's so adorable.
Ginger is insane. It's really annoying that Facebook like compresses it.
It does, isn't it? Yeah. Honestly, he's looking alright on mine.
But you could see Ginger, so cute. Oh no! And you could see the badge properly. It's like verbatim your.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah. See that there? It's like
Yeah,
proper
yeah.
zoomed in.
I can't believe Joel's little drawing as well made it all the way into.
Yeah,
It looks great.
I fully would have been like, redesign this.
No, I think it's.
I
perfect.
love that when you came with that emblem. I was super excited with that because
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to figure out a way to get into the computer and like get it like looking sharp and nice.
So I was talking about the little eye patch lens and sort of the like glow to it and like.
you can see your eye through it as well.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I sort of
hair.
Oh yeah, thank you.
And I like
What was the answer you were like hoping for when you asked me?
When the guy said to me like, normally what I ask for is this, and this. If you want it to, it helps if you can say it looks like a certain celebrity. So I was like, blah, blah, blah. I was trying to think of one, and then I just said to him like, could you just use the Hero Forge model as like the face? And he was like, oh, that's completely fine. So,
Okay.
so I was like, never mind.
Because one of the last pictures I sent Sam, he was like, so when you think of Day, who do you think, like, what celebrity do you think of? So I just sent him the guy from the Mummy. I'm like, it's like not a million miles away.
That's amazing. When he's on the wing of the plane, he's like, "Are you alright?" And he's like, "Oh my god!"
There you go. So,
That's really cool. Fair play, man. That's really cool.
Nice,
Very impressed.
nice.
but we should still definitely get Fiona.
This shit's getting
Alright, but yeah, but now you can like just send that.
Yeah, like I said, like, this is what he looks like.
Like here's a reference. Because I was gonna say like that's very very similar to the Hero Forge. Like,
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah,
it does look like a 2D.
but it's literally like all of
like
the
an
armor,
anime
pretty much.
rendering of
Yeah.
You have to show Amy before we go.
Yeah.
Sick.
God, I'm glad I got that out of the way. I can relax now. I was like panicking during the shoehorned training montage. I was like, and then I missed when I shot past. I was like, oh no, I have to shoot again.
I was like, what is Sam doing right now?
getting it. He's really pushing this one thing.
So anyway, training scene over.
Cool. So, that's what both of you see and you go, wow, he looks pretty cool.
Look how cool he looks. He's almost animated.
He looks the same as I've always imagined. Day, move! Day! Damn it! That's
Don't know what to do with this now.
just save it forever.
Yeah.
Do us all one. Put it in frame. Put it in that frame.
I've got
Put it in that
one thing to do. Yeah, just replace that.
This is more important.
I'm just waiting for
your arms around me.
I was expecting Al to now be like, and then you look over.
Oh, then how would you do?
And somehow it's like a commission of a cookie, like mid-explosion.
I've just had this commission.
Just had it right. Stick figure.
And then you look over. But it's like really good. It's like all cross-sketched.
How do you do that?
I commissioned you.
Somehow it's multicolored.
Sorry, guy. What do you want to do?
So after they've kind of like died down their little clash.
Good job, Joe.
I'm so tired.
really hurts your arms, doesn't it? It gets you in the shoulders.
Why would you like it just...
Yes, well, it's good to have it on you just in case. Get it by a sheath for it. Coming back.
Should have made so many cookies.
Drell, do you know that move you do? When you shout at people, you did it to the goblins, the ogres that we fought.
I shout
Yes.
at the people.
And they all ran away.
Oh, yeah, well, I scared the shit out of them.
Yes.
Pussies.
Will you try that on myself and Day?
Wait, why?
I mean, I can turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have something I want to test.
Very well.
Do they have to roll? I don't think there's anything about being able to do it to a winning creature.
No, so they have to roll if you target them.
I believe it's... Is it charisma saying?
I think it's, wisdom or something.
Wisdom...
It will expend its spell slot, but obviously.
Well, we're going to sleep anyway, aren't we? So, before we go, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have another
I assume you were
rest.
doing it all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cool, so you cast it on them?
Stay close.
Okay.
I kind of.
So Drill kind of summons energy and outstretches the hands, and you feel this roar, you feel this wave of like fearful energy, and as well as you look away, you get the sense of what you're trying to test out, of what you felt the Watcher was telling you through your prayers and your waking dreams. That instead of looking away, no, it's okay. You can look. And you stand tall instead at this wave that's coming towards you. And instead of fear, it fades away like a calm breeze, and the only thing there is your faith, unhindered and. Unaffected, and you know that the Watcher will always be with you and protect you from such fearful things. And Day, as you feel this energy come towards you, it kind of, you notice it in the air, it like ripples off of Val standing slightly in front, as if, and you feel a little bit of like the fear, but you instinctively turn to Val, and there's something like radiating off him that instills you with courage. Like, just through Val's faith and his companionship, there's nothing that you can be afraid of, and you also stand fine.
That wasn't very scary.
Because work on us now.
What did you do?
Boom.
It's not working.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's quite embarrassing. Really.
Well, we got another minute of this.
Like a squirrel runs past.
Yeah, all the birds.
Still got it.
It's less of what I've done and more of what the Watcher has given to me.
Right.
It's a strengthening of his gaze upon us all. So yes, I felt it when we left the dye works. Something had changed.
He protects you from fear?
Apparently now, yes.
And anyone around you, I assume, yeah. A sort of sword
Is it
emanating off you.
Is it everyone around you, or is it your allies? Because if not, that could become problematic for
It's whosoever I, and therefore the Watcher, is choosing to protect.
me. Okay. Good. So I can cast that. spell without fear of.
If we were in the midst of
Get it.
And I'll try and stay on your good side, I suppose.
stay close.
Okay. Yes. Emotionally.
Too close. Because I want to scare you.
Right.
Boom. I'm gonna go out.
Well, this has been a fun exercise. And,
I think it would work as well if something else, if I wasn't close, something else was frightening you and you. It sounds stupid if you had to run over to me. I think you would be.
that's good to know,
Safe.
actually. Yes, I'll try and, if ever we were fearful, we'll try and make our way to you.
Yes. I have no idea what we are going to face in here, so we need to be ready for anything.
Yes.
No more fear for us.
How do you feel about the journey now?
Less scared.
Yeah, yes. Probably much more ready for it. There's a few other things I'm going to do this evening, but you need not worry.
Do you have another picture?
Stay sleeping.
You like someone else's hand, like writing some stuff.
It's like a not safe for work one.
It's you and the bullet. That one's for later.
His vow on trail.
Just go through a book of different ones. Like, fuck, they're all sexual. Oh, I'm so horny.
This costs $150 each.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
Cool.
There is one very, very last thing. For me to use this bow, it's weird. Taking the time to use it, I felt like this ring. You remember?
Yes.
The ring that you didn't want me to have.
Yes.
Is no longer of any use while I have the bow and my shield.
So we can get rid of the ring. Hey!
We can get rid of it. We can sell it, or one of you could use it.
What'd it do?
Doesn't let you lie, Trail, so I don't think it'd be much use.
Oh no, I'm a great liar.
Right. Well, let's try it, shall we? And how about you put it on and try and lie? Yes.
The feeling that it's fragile.
Don't do this.
We should put it on Trail.
I want a nuke.
Yes.
And it might break if it happens enough times.
Right. Yeah. Why don't you just keep it in the bag?
Let's break it.
Well, I can wear it. It's just of no use.
It's
So
a fashion accessory
if
instead.
anyone else.
I don't want it.
You don't want another ring?
No.
You love your rings.
I choose not to wear this one.
That's not even a real one.
I know. It is. It's a real ring. It's just
Yeah.
not magical. Yes, it's a good replica. It haunts my dreams.
It's a fake.
So,
I will keep it inert and just have it on.
and you're attuned to the
Yes, the bow,
shield and
weapon.
flower, I should imagine. Yeah.
Cool.
So, is there anything anybody else wants to do today?
Just before I go to bed,
Do plenty today.
but before Day goes to bed, he starts messing around with trying to cross over his fire powers with his sort of disguised self stuff to see if he can start melding those abilities together.
Okay.
And then he goes to bed.
Cool. Interesting. Okay. Do you want to answer from me, or are you just doing that for flavour?
I'm doing it for flavour. I have a thing I can do now. I'm just justifying it.
I see. Okay, just in the canon.
In the
it's,
canon, I'm
Day
not just
did
going to
this.
suddenly be able to. I'm like, all right, I'm going to see if I can, I have two sort of forking different types of abilities, and I'm starting to think I'm going to try and bring them together. So I'll just sort of hang out in the, maybe like, I don't know, just outside the tavern or somewhere, just somewhere like local, and I'm just sort of pissing about with just like little bits of fire and little bits of disguise, because I've sort of said previously that I can do hallucinatory terrain as a sort of an extension of my disguised self. So I'm almost putting a bit of that in with a bit of fire and just sort of messing up, just to see what kind of little effects I can create by putting my two different types of power together, and then discover something, and then I go to bed. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, Ginger like sort of sits next to your hands wherever they are, like just kind of sense, he's giving you that strength, helping you figure it out. Cool. So sorry, anybody don't do anything else in particular today? No?
No.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so you go to sleep. Cool. Another long rest.
I might have a think about, or just try and, so again I get a little bit more time than the others, think about who, go for it. Might be able to fashion some sort of way of having the bow being able to be carried at the same time, so I don't have to take it out of the bag.
Yeah.
Some sort of mechanism.
I have a plate.
Strapping thing.
You could try and pursue the smith with and speak to him about it. Maybe he would. He'd be good at this. Let's say he'd do it for like 15, 20 gold.
Okay.
Let's just say 15 gold.
15 gold.
Make some sort of harness.
And that allows me to have it on me without.
So it's like a strap that you wear, and it would like attach to the strap, like on your back. So it's not through you; it's just like on your back at an angle. Yeah, it may make things sound tricky because it's about as tall as you, and it's like at an angle. But
sort of like climbing.
Or going through a tunnel or something, or like trying to roll from a high distance. But I can't do that anyway. He just lands.
Yeah. So splat. Yeah. Cool.
Awesome. I have Featherfall.
Oh yeah.
I think. I can't remember if I still have that.
These cookies are like, I think they're just like really overdone. Like majorly crunchy. I think I just picked a duff bag out of the rack.
I can't tell if that's what they're going for.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think
they're normally soft, aren't they?
Really don't think it is.
Plain. Alright, so that's fine.
Sam, you should quit car.
Sweet.
You should some paint instead. Cool, so long rest. Again, everything's been paid for at this point. What about you now?
We should do another day of fucking about.
Yeah, what's the rush? Have marked one another day.
Okay, right. I have a sense. I'm not sure where I'm getting it from. We need to hurry up and let's make our way to the council. Gray's probably waiting for us as well. She is coming.
Right, well, I'm bringing this cookie.
Sounds a bit overdone.
Ow.
Alright, cool. Anyone want a quick break before we...
I need to pee.
I would love to pee and a drink.
I'll wait to pee.
You may...
Okay.
Yeah, happy to order anything you want.
That was the one thing I forgot today.
Oh my god! Blast and pass. Oh yeah. Did you have blackout a couple of days ago?
No,
No, you didn't know. So the whole Friday night.
I was going to ask at the pub whether or not they did,
Right.
but I didn't.
Yeah. But all the street lights, everyone else's house, because it was all lit up, and it all just went off. Ours went off. It was just pitch black, but you couldn't see anything.
Did the lights in that little drat ever go off?
No.
Not even the blackout.
The one beat. Maybe that's why there was a blackout.
Yeah, generator. It was really weird though, because I was like, Amy's youngest sister stayed over, and I was like blowing up the airbed, and I was like being a bit silly and like filling it up really, really. And she was like, "Stop!" And I was like, and then, like I took it out and then woo in Mia's face, and then it went. And I was like, "Oh!" And we were both laughing. Like, "What have you done? What have you done? What have you done?" It's like I was literally just like, and it was like, "Oh." I was like, "What was me?" It was me. Fish one's so spooky though.
I bet. I bet it was. Yeah, Yeah.
Pitch black.
I can't imagine what it was like in New York when they had the blackouts there.
Oh god, really?
Big tower blocks and things. Yeah, they do it on Friends, I think. And they want like candles. It's the only reason I know about it.
We were freaked out for like a second because we were like, oh god, it's a nuclear. It started.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They've
I was like,
targeted
holy
the
shit.
things, yeah.
Started with the power station. That's the start of it. Oh my god. It's so stressful, isn't it?
It is. It really is. I just try not to think about it.
I know. Same. You can't do anything, so it's like I just scroll YouTube. I accidentally watched a 2-minute video like Ukrainians fighting back. I'm like, I get so stressed again. It's like apparently Putin today was like, you put his nuclear force on high alert. I'm like, oh god, okay. It's like, why? Just what the fuck are you doing?
I don't understand. it. I can't tell if he's just another, tyrant, or if he is just unstable in some way.
Yeah.
Or both. But like either way, it's just insane.
I think to an extent, like you've got to be a bit unstable to like speak about and kind of like indirectly threaten nuclear war because it's the death of the whole planet.
Yeah. If they were to launch nuclear strikes, then that would be the end.
Yeah,
That would be the end. Because NATO would retaliate, and then
China,
whoever was left would just be fucked.
Yeah, the world.
Even if one, like Australia, didn't do anything, the entire planet would be irradiated. They would just die.
Unbelievable. Yeah. The water, nothing to drink.
Jesus Christ, that was scary.
Nothing to eat, nothing to drink.
Yeah.
It was a real strange morning.
I know, right? So glad we talked about that out there.
Yeah.
With this one.
I saw us like heading north, and I was like, maybe
we wait.
I'll say this elsewhere.
Yeah. I hope you didn't mind that I just sort of derailed us to show you a bit of art.
That's good.
Yay! The artist is called. The artist is called Breaker art. Here's a bunch of their art. They did like Spider-Man and stuff, which is quite fun.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, I really like their art style, and I was following them, and then I was in Cheltenham, and I looked at my stories. No, it was a post actually, 6 hours ago. It was, talk to me if you want to commission, there's 5 slots, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. See what happens.
I'm just gonna do it.
And yeah, they actually got back to me, and then they were like, send me all the information you want to give me, sort of thing. And I chucked this together. I ended up going to bed really late on the Monday evening because I put together this like master document of like everything that should be on there.
Nice.
And then I sent them a pose document. It's like, do this pose. You can see it's like verbatim the thing, and I put the blast on there, and I was like,
you definitely like helped him out. Like,
oh yeah, big time.
He's probably like happy he did that.
Yeah, he was like, he said like, wow, I really don't have many questions. It's all sort of there. So,
Who did it?
it's a guy named I don't know how to say it. It's like Breaker Arts. It's BREIKKA.
Ah, okay. I have found Breaker. Give a fuck.
Yeah, so sorry. I know you said you wanted to get this moving, and then I just caused a side quest to derail it.
It was cool.
Just to show off a bit.
Bit of fun anyway. No fun. And we're getting there.
We somehow accidentally had a good bit of RP with the Val kept missing, and then I trained him, and then he hit. It was great.
It's so weird that happens.
It's so good.
Yeah. But yeah, that bow's pretty cool. So you can fire as a bonus action. Has 4 charges. You can spend a bonus action. You can spend a charge to fire again as a bonus action.
Oh, cool.
And every shot explodes and does like fire damage, just like
that's cool.
like it did before.
Yeah.
And then also you can like trigger a thing where like it explodes even more does extra damage, and then blinds everybody in it as well.
Did you send that?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
See? Stupid.
What were you about to look up when I said I was going to combine my...
Disguise self. To see if you could...
to see if I was referring to something.
To see, I was like, oh, interesting. I was like, could you pretend you're on fire?
Ah.
You know, 'cause you're like, oh god, I'm on fire.
Oh, I see.
Or just be
Right.
on flames. And I was like, I don't know.
Prestidigitation. Remember we talked about it and I was like, oh, I'm going to roleplay it as if...
Yes.
Did we talk about that? Or did
Yes,
I
you
imagine
did, because
that?
it was like... Yes, we did, because it was like cool fire ideas with it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I was like, I just spent 20 minutes setting up a fucking art reveal. I can't then... I'm going to roleplay practicing with fire and disguise self for 20 minutes now.
Just go yourself, you look over and see this, but not his face.
It's a different guy.
Stupid.
It's like an actual, like, real life photo of a head just put on top. There you go. It becomes that. I don't know why we weren't talking in that moment.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Cool. So, wake up. Last day in case of Breeze Hall. You have tummy flutters. You don't. This is it. You're going in this place. You don't know what it's going to be like. You make your way up to the citadel, where some of the guards kind of give you a disgruntled welcoming. Like, oh, there they come again, sort of thing. But they know you're coming, and they let you in. There are no dark drapes this time. But no one's there. There's just those like kind of fake thrones put up until they go. Oh, these little big boots and short stature of Bernie, sort of making her way into the chamber. I thought you'd come yesterday. Thought maybe you had doubts, second thoughts.
No, just making sure we're fully prepared and ready.
Right, yes. No, that is a good idea. Yeah. You right, Joe?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Why did you copy me?
I saw you doing it. I thought we were going to look proud. But what are you doing it for?
Comfort.
Right.
Right, anyway. So, this is it. You've come to
go through the gate.
Yes.
Alright. Grey is still. She waited for you yesterday. I think he's come in, and then she sort of like carefully, sort of a light jog, just like. Good morning.
Morning. Won't you forget?
Well, I haven't sent the letter yet.
Oh, we sent the letter.
We sent the letter.
So you wanted to send a letter?
Well, right, first thing in the morning then, I wake up and use prestidigitation to create a small stamp, like wax, thingy.
Right.
To
A wax seal
stamp.
a sealing stamp thing, wax seal, of the Sik Bois logo, and stamp that into the wax on the envelope, and then submit that for...
You couldn't have done that at the table.
Because I didn't have my new ability now.
How did you?
That's why I'll explain it in a minute.
What happened?
I can now do some stuff.
I see. So you make a colour, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object.
No, I create a non-magical trinket. Lasts for 6 seconds. Or 12 seconds.
Oh, what a brilliant use of the spell. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, so I create a little one of those, put it into the wax. This is whilst I have breakfast or something, and then I submit that to be sent. And how much does that cost?
Oh, fuck, it costs something? Oh, there's 2 silver pieces.
Cool.
I was like, the spell has something to do.
To send away.
That's
Every
really cool.
spell.
That's a really cool.
Has a price.
Ah, dear.
Thank you, man. Dear.
Damn.
So that is sent off to Alid. We finally responded.
I feel like
Yeah, we've left them on red for them.
You see, by the way, that they have vultures that send their because you saw when you first came in the city. I think these big like mountain like fluffy vultures that go around. Anyway,
Waving off the letter.
galaxy weird. So, right.
What are we doing?
I have considered. Excuse me. I have considered your suggestion that if I were to join you,
Yeah.
I am needed here to lead the Dner Helathar, to help them concentrate all their efforts against the Red Ogre incursion. However, I equally feel that I could be of assistance to you in your quest. And I must admit, as Dexter Burney, like I would be interested to see this place for myself. So therefore, I leave it in your hands. Whatever you think is best, or what you would prefer.
What of staying with us for a short while over there, perhaps until we make it
to the clacking ships.
Yes. We need to get past the stalker, right? We could use some hands perhaps to get.
Oh, we'll take you to the gate.
Right. Is the stalker inside the gate or outside?
In the space in between.
Right.
I don't know if he'll be an issue once you get to these areas, but the perimeter of the old city is what he looks for.
Right. Okay.
It might be useful to have you come in case anything goes awry and we need someone to escort any injured or anything back to the surface. So I think what Val has said, come as far as the clicking ships. It's the first checkpoint. And we can assess the necessity of such a large party at that point.
I see, yes. What do you say has some merit? There is obviously the chance that once you enter there is no return, and therefore no return for me.
Well, let's send one of us in first, maybe. And if we can't, come back out.
Right.
Or two. Let's do two.
yes.
Me and you will go.
Okay.
And then we can try to dimension hop
Okay.
back. Not dimension door.
Yes, I can't promise you that it
No.
will work.
No,
but we can
but-
try it. Yes.
If at least there's a plan B if for whatever reason we can't come back.
Conserve your energy. I would just try and return back through the gate.
Right.
Yeah.
That also makes sense. Yes.
But also, this is it's an experiment. So, with that new information, provided we can get back, it might be useful to know that before we all enter.
As long as you all don't mind waiting around an hour after I try it.
So I'm sure we can spare it if we move now.
I also might get hurt if it doesn't work.
So if we don't return within the hour, then you know that there's no coming back either way.
Well, I believe what they're saying is it won't take him more than a second to find out, but we'll have to wait after that to be at full strength again. Either
Yeah.
way, if you're not back through next to us within a few minutes, who knows? Maybe time moves differently. Let's wait 10 minutes, and if you're not back, then we will follow through, assuming that there is no way back.
And maybe at that point, it is just you who comes.
Yes, I will speak with Gray on that if you're not back. But let us not waste any more time. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Right. Here Go.
We're the guinea pigs. Brilliant. I'm speaking to.
Follow me, gents. And so she leads you to sort of past the thrones, and you clock the straw stuffed figure of the plain priest, and past these thrones. You see chambers on the right and left, sort of perhaps living quarters or something of the council. I forget the name of the older chap, but the one the shoe was stolen. But he, Juventus, yeah, thanks. So he comes with you. But the older chap is like in some sort of like chair with wheels, some sort of wheelchair. Fantasy thing. You don't know what it is.
Genius.
It's amazing. And I can't remember his name, but as you pass, Bernie's like, right, you just sit right here, and we'll be back in a jiffy. All right. And you kind of so funny feel. What? It's just like, oh, all right, great, all right then, stay right there. And you pass on by. Eventually, there's these two heavy doors at the far end of this whole chamber that meant this. Sort of approaches, and so you see his wave his hand slightly, and they seem to like shift, and then vines seem to pop around them, and then one of them kind of opens on a whim this way, and you'll step in. As you see finally that last bit of light from some of the kind of the open holes in the citadel chamber sort of shut out, and then it's just complete darkness. Eventually you hear like a and then Bernie pulls out a torch, right, and starts to go down, and it's a straight path and a relatively small but carved out tunnel with this kind of like ancient greyish stone with you see like covered in moss, and it's heading down in a straight direction. Bear with me.
I'll get like a coin out and cast light on it as well. Make a bit more light in the room.
Why don't you cast it on a shield?
Could do that. Like a light shield. I cast it on a coin.
That's pretty cool. I cast it on.
Good idea. I've been doing this since I was a child. I'm used to having a shield. Maybe I'll do that in the future.
Why don't you cast it on the shadow blade?
Because it's not a physical thing. I don't have it. I have to summon that.
That would be confusing.
The glowing shadow blade. Disadvantage on attack.
Yeah. It'd be invisible almost.
Invisible weapon.
So with Bernie sort of clocking your coin trick, but she still leads the way. And at some point the floor, although tiled, starts to become uneven, destroyed in areas, bumping. You find yourself sort of carefully looking where you're going and stepping over, and occasionally like Memphis bends down to help Bernie up a sort of a larger boulder or rock. You see there are cracks now as well. Large cracks. Too large to be supporting the weight if it's still under a mounting. And through these cracks, as you pass by with your light, there's sort of like this fog or mist just fading through it and then dissipating in the tunnel. This goes on for a while. an eerie trek. Eventually you feel like, probably Val would notice it first, just a slight rumble or a tremor or something. And you just get the sense something else is here. And as you look up, you also see Memphis looking up too. And then it passes. And he looks at Bernie and quickly now.
What was that?
We just gotta be quick.
Yes, I'm moving quickly. What was that?
You sort of like tells you to hush your voice, like it could be him.
We have the balls, right? The golden black balls.
Great does.
A few more moments go by, and there's a larger shudder that everyone notices. Some stones fall from the ceiling and scatter on the floor as Bernie picks up her pace. Even though there's no other light that you have other than this torch and this cantrip, it happens again, and almost like a shadow's passing over you from a sun above. All the lights sort of fade in that way, and you hear this this guttural, like low roar of like a tiger or something, something passes and comes over. It's us! Bernie's voice breaks the silence. Nothing to fear here. We just must be quick. Keep going, and this happens once or twice more. Eventually you hear kind of like something heavy or pressing on the wall above, and where a crack is, and you can make perception checks if you want.
17.
Non-natural 20.
You all clock this. The mist is covered, where it's just like grey, white, or just dark, just black. And you can see this like silky, short, pitch black fur with wisps of like shadow as it kind of moves past. You get a flash of an eye, shadowy and cat-like, and it moves past, but huge. Goes quiet for a second, but the tunnel starts to open up more so. I think we're safe. I think he recognised us this time.
Maybe this time. There was a chance he would.
Let's not think of that now.
Yes. As you keep walking, the tunnel suddenly stops. Your light escapes past into a chamber of some sort. And Bernie starts to walk tentatively, and you can see that on the floor, not destroyed anymore, but flat and carved but eroded, and maybe some evidence of some art of some sort, but long faded with time. And you feel instantly you're in a large area, still subterranean, but it feels large. Your vision and the light seems to just disappear into nothingness as Bernie leads you forward, until eventually the torch glow seems to catch something,
a wall, ominously and tall, just really big and beyond you, and it catches glares of green and carvings and mist and fog as your eyes adjust more and you approach with your light as well, Day, and what you can see now is this like 50-60 foot tall door, double door of like extremely straight triangle rectangles. It's amassed in this faint fog and mist that just sort of permeates around it, just still. You see one of the hinges is warped somehow, and one of these sides of these doors is just leaning at a slight angle, shifted from its flush position. There's a slither of a gap that looks just a slither relative to the door, but wide enough for a person to fit through, as just fog just filters through it. This is it. This is the Emerald Gate.
This is as far as you've been.
As far as we've been.
I'll look around for the being to see if it's looking worth watching us anyway.
What's your perception check?
16.
Don't. There's no shadows, there's no shadow.
Do you think you'll be able to get back?
Yeah, we'll be fine now. I'm sure of it. Especially without a new scent. Don't worry about us.
Right. I guess this is it then. You're both going in first, right? Gray and I are waiting. 10 minutes, roughly.
Yeah, I feel just as confident about that now as I did up there.
Yep.
Definitely not. Yep.
Sort of pat Ginger.
Ginger's been on your shoulder the whole time, really interestingly looking around.
Stroke his back.
You'll be fine. We'll have each other. Just don't get distracted by anything. You'll get through.
Can't promise that.
Get through, come straight back. If you can.
Great big door.
We may be about to meet anything on the other side.
We've met anything before.
We'd better look presentable. Now, a small, wispy sort of wave of flame will run over Drail, and I will cast Prestidigitation and just make him completely clean. And I'll do it to myself. And we're both just immaculately clean. Well, we've got to make a good first impression.
You feel wrong. It's not right.
Light and agile.
The balls aren't itching. For 30 years.
Who shaved my testicles? This is weird.
I can make you very messy if you want.
Don't say that. I can make you dirty.
Just as dirty.
No. It's fine. I'm now no longer intimidated by a big green door.
It was fine, it's on the other side.
Yeah, it's all fine.
There's nothing though, I'm sure.
At least I die, I won't recognise myself when I'm dead.
Well, you'll be with me. If we die together.
I feel like you think you're helping. And Josh is gonna just walk towards the door like...
I'll try and stay by his shoulder and I'll try and follow him in. I guess I'll have to go in single file, but yeah, I'll go in by him. It's already open. Just go in.
It's a pole.
Just go for the crack.
Yeah, I will.
Yes.
If I was to push it a little bit, would I be able to? Would it open more, or is it like
It's
just too heavy?
It's like
Just with it, yeah. Okay.
yeah. Not even Val could move this door.
Okay. I just didn't know whether it would just.
Just yeah.
It's like a fire door, I guess. How big's the crack?
Barely big enough for you to fit through, but
Okay.
big enough nonetheless.
I will. I look back at Val. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Good luck.
And I'll just step through it.
Cool.
Okay.
I feel like pushing through
Glad I didn't go
water.
first.
It's like pushing through water. This fog. You take one step and then have to shift, and there's like a slight pang of fear where you see nothing and feel nothing but just this fog, and take another step instinctively, and as you do, you feel out of it, and you look up and Waitrose advert. That's what you see.
Guys,
What
there's
is
a Waitrose through here. Delicious food.
The weirdest mirage. The most like middle class mirage ever.
There's a weird caterpillar cake in here.
I feel the need to sue.
Who's Sue?
Her name was Sarah.
You step through and you're in some sort of city square. The first glaring thing you notice is this, taller than the Emerald Gate, some sort of statue, a feminine figure, features eroded, huge, made of stone or some sort of wood, unsure, kind of holding her arms like face down looking at you. You see at a glance she has some sort of carving around her chest, almost like a heart emblazoned by like flames. And it's just sort of surrounded by fog, just looking at you. There's another one next to it, smaller but pouring a vase of water, it looks like, but water's coming from it, so much so it fills a river that flows through this city that you see, formed by massive exposed roots that this river goes through. As you're looking, you feel Day sort of step through behind you as well. The expansive suburbs raise and fall in elevation, cross over and overlap each other. It should feel cluttered or disorganised, but it has a symmetry in parts, weaves together in artistic and natural looking formations. The entire thing is surrounded by cave, it looks like. Doesn't look like it should be here for miles.
Cave.
Yeah.
Right.
There's walls.
Oh, I see. But there's no sky. It's like rock.
You look up and well, first I forgot my description.
Sorry.
Focusing your gaze, you see that these buildings tend to follow or are built within great branches or roots. It's as if the city follows these roots of a great plant without any soil. The architecture varying from natural wood to coloured sandstones and sort of cobbled coarse stone. Looking up, as suddenly there's like a glow that covers everything in this, like it's like a sandy, brown, yellowy glow. As you see that the ceiling has cave, but along it is these like clouds, they look like normal clouds, but they're stuck in like some sort of stasis, and they shift and move around. And occasionally, there's like these glows of like yellow amongst them, and that permeates and spreads through the whole city. Like a small disturbance among them. The only thing that gives you vision of this place, other than that glow, is tiny twinkles of golden light. It's a slice of culture and design that is inspiring and a marvel, but is slightly unnerving at the complete and utter silence of what such a busy, bustling place may be, of another time, another world. Now completely silent. Every shift and breath you make is the first one that's been here for almost 1,000 years.
So, looking back to where we've come from, it's fog and...
It's fog, but you can still see peeking through it occasionally the gate.
Goodbye. Can I... So how close is this giant statue that's looking down on us?
Maybe like 25 feet away, at least the head. Sort of bending down.
I think I'd walk towards the head. I basically want to make sure that there's not like a point of no return.
Mm-hmm.
We're still on like the precipice of it, so I want to sort of maybe walk forward and reach my hand out. Maybe just touch the stone.
Sure. It's cold and like slightly damp, but nothing happens.
And then I'd look back again to... did you come with me?
No.
So yeah, I'd look back again to where Dad is and then see if I can still see through that fog on the
Yeah.
gate.
I've got an idea. No. I'm going to send you back. And I'll go through Ginger's eyes and see if I can send him back through the fog.
As you command him, he almost... There's like a delay as he's still looking around, and then picks up your command and goes. And as you're seeing through his eyes, you approach the gate, approach the fog. It's consumed by the fog, and then your vision's gone. It comes back to yourself. To the rest of you, it's only been a few moments, but Ginger kind of flows out and then kind of looks confused. And then flies back, and Ginger just comes back out of the fog.
I guess we can leave.
I guess so. I lost connection to him, so it's obviously some kind of like Val was saying, some kind of change in reality.
Do you think it's worth jumping?
I don't think so. If Ginger won't go back through, then
We can just
yeah.
go.
I'm gonna sort of kind of poke my head a little bit into the fog and just sort of come through, Val.
So just your head, just a little bit.
Yeah, and my hands cupped.
Sure. No, you don't hear anything.
Can I send a message
To
Val on the other side of the door?
you point and focus your energy, and all you can sense is day, and nothing, no one else.
Let's try walking.
I suppose it makes sense, doesn't it?
I guess we don't have the ability to speak between planes. Maybe Val could manage that. head back through the fog and the wade through the watery.
Sure. Yeah.
Resistance.
In the veil, you appear and you see Gerald come through.
You should be safe to come and go as we please. At least within this first clicking ships. I presume that's where we were.
It's possible.
How long were you in there?
It was like only like moments, right? It was,
A few moments. And it felt like a few moments for everybody.
I've not been in there for half an hour or anything.
There was seconds maximum.
Okay.
How long have you been waiting?
Yes, probably about a minute. Something like that.
Oh, well, come on through then.
Come and see what we found.
Bernie, why didn't you have a look? Are you not curious? It's fun. We've safely passed through. We can come back. I'm sure you must be a little bit curious.
Do you think it's wise?
I think you are wiser than we are, but I'm sure you must have some curiosity of what lies beyond this wall.
Make a persuasion check.
18.
I suppose one look and you came back and not like our friend, so
Maybe it would provide you a bit of peace to understand what they saw. It's quite beautiful.
It's alright.
And I'll back into the fog. the Homer Simpson into the head.
Goodbye, you guys. I'm going to a better place.
So one by one, with Bernie following you, the whole troop heads in. And instantly as you do, there's like a... As Bernie looks and sees around, her like eyes like water. It's like my mum. I'm safe.
I know it's late.
I can't believe I got signal.
I know the street lights are on. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Gray comes to stand next to you, Val, as well, and you see this view, and there is obvious elven influence, but you've never seen it like this before, and it's so different from your home, but kind of similar in other ways. The fog and you notice with your perception, there's small cloths hanging, like floating in the sky like kites, but they're just still, and they shift slightly, but there's no wind.
Do you know this place, Bernie?
What'd you say?
Do you know this place?
To Bernie?
Yeah.
Like interrupted from a dream, Bernie turns to you slightly and no, this is no. Gray also looks in awe, and to Val, just I can't believe this was just a 10-minute walk away. It's so quiet. There's a glow of yellow, and it fades off.
What's that glow?
So these clouds
Yeah.
in the ceiling, and there's like a strange disturbance in them, and then from from sort of points within it. It's like this glow just appears and then.
Yes, but it's like being in another world.
Is it anything like your?
Yes, there are similarities here. It does feel a little like home. Stepping across a precipice to somewhere else.
What happened here? Why is it like this?
I don't know exactly. I'm sure we'll piece out together as we go. Something happened to it. Broke its connection with the world on the other side. It did the same to my home as well.
I didn't know that.
I can only assume it's the same event that caused it.
To you, Joel. I wonder if there's an old shoe someone's not using in this place.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend coming to a different plane and immediately breaking into theft. But you could look.
He looks at you shocked. I did not expect to hear that from you. But quite right. Quite right.
Growth.
What do you think, Ginger? What do you make of this place?
Just kind of floats next to you. You hear in your voice, in your head. I feel his presence there, and he's like thinking. It's beautiful. It's strange. I haven't felt like this ever.
What do you feel?
I don't know. Maybe I wanted more.
Right. Maybe that means we're on the right path.
You sense there's like that fades from your mind. It's like, yes, on the right path. Just sits back on your shoulder again.
This time, as I've already been further into this place than I guess anyone else, I'm going to walk kind of past the base of this statue. Well, like past the head and towards the base of the statue.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe just see if I can see, looking down into the to this ridiculous room, see if I can see noticeably like 3 tunnels on the far end or anything.
Sure. So yeah, make a perception check.
13.
It's difficult. The only light you have is just small twinkles in these Mars, and then only that flash of yellow. There are no obvious discerning tunnels or any breaks in these walls. We do notice it feels strange though. The cliffs don't flow with the city. Everything's so purposeful, but yet feels natural. But the rocks don't. Almost like the city wasn't meant to be underground. Something shunted it here, pushed it here. But you do see a few miles down, on one side of this rock face, there is like a mist layer, like the clouds from above, but on the floor, just peeking through some of these strange streets and alleyways.
I'll turn around and invite people to walk further in.
Before I walk over, just looking at the statue in front,
Mm.
so a bit forward, would I think it would the bend of the statue? Would I think that is a hunch? Is a hunched figure, or is it just someone bending over?
You make a history check or religion check for me as well, but it's an expressive gesture.
Right. 16 plus 7, so
23.
23.
Yeah. Ginger's flashes images through your mind. This is Miwa, the Venya of greetings.
How are we spelling Muir?
Muewa.
Muir. The
Venya, spirit, elvish spirit of greetings, of warm welcomes. She stood for how to greet others. It must be warm, kind, and welcoming, but most importantly, tailored for them. If someone doesn't want it loud or like a big hello, you need to recognise that. But a guest and a newcomer must feel instantly welcome, all from how you greet them. It's important. It's just like Terra has seen the other spirit of competitiveness, and I remember Day did that in the dream. I don't know if they would remember that, but that's kind of what these elves have as spirits.
right.
And it's marked by the kind of the emblazoned heart that's on the chest. That usually symbolises her. So people are following you.
I'll invite them to, but also I'll be aware that Bruni and Memphis might want to, and even Gray might want to take this opportunity to turn back.
They show no sign of it at the moment. They seem to be trusting in your confidence right now.
Yeah.
Is it dark?
Fairly, yeah.
It's just illuminated by these occasional.
Yeah, just these kind of waves from the roof, and then there's just twinkles of amber light.
Are there any old torchlight things that just aren't lit and stuff? Anything around?
As you
city street lights around.
as you step through this, you come through. You notice clusters of something that was attached to these branches.
I feel like that's
a great
shout.
Yeah.
Peed my pants.
And he sort of played it off quite well.
Yeah, you're immune to fear now, guys.
Now it's our turn to scare the DM.
I'm not immune. There's these little growths or wounds or some sort from the branches themselves, and it seems like this tends to twinkle and glow occasionally. But they're positioned at certain points that maybe they were brighter once and acted as some sort of light at night. There are occasional like lamppost things, but and again, some of them have sort of clusters in them, but nothing. Yeah.
As in, and would I be able to infer that they would be lit normally, not that it's some other source of light? It would be fire. Or
It looks like the amber that you had already in your collected, but it's different. It seems weaker.
Right.
And some of the torches, maybe not by fire, no.
Okay.
But maybe some of them would be.
Okay. Oh God. Can I identify the ones that would have been fire
Sure.
lit?
You have a look at these lampposts. Some of them looks like the amber's completely gone, or the sap's completely gone from it, but it may be flammable and could catch a small.
Anyone object to me brightening the area?
Give it a go.
Maybe one at a time.
I mean, help us find our way, I suppose.
Remember, for later, perhaps. I think we're alone here, but the knackers are attracted to magic, so.
Maybe if we light one, we can use. What is Bernie's torch still going?
Yeah.
Maybe we can light it by hand.
I sort of point at the one I want to light. And I sort of
No.
and I'll cast prestidigitation and light it sensibly.
Nice. Yeah. It's like there's like a sputter of
It's
flame.
still magic. It wasn't the amount I trusted you.
Danger and terror. Yeah. Small flame appears.
I look kind of relieved that I pulled it off.
Where in relation, unless the world's about to end, where in relation is that lake that's been filled by this like never-ending waterfall from a bucket?
Yeah. Yeah.
So to our left.
It seems to like wind through the city of Pass, but yeah, it was like to your right as you came through.
Ah, okay.
And like the vase is like pouring water into it, but it looks like it's not the start of it. It seems to go left and right from it. Just another like exit for this vase sort of thing, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
No, cool.
I'm sure. I just wanted to go and just put my hand in the water and just like maybe like wash my face.
Just clean already. Okay.
But like just see how the water feels, if it like does anything.
It's clean, refreshing, and it has like an earthy smell to it, but nothing really.
Okay.
Yeah.
How? And it's clean water.
Yeah.
Is it quite see-through?
Fairly.
Okay. And there's no like fish or anything.
Make a perception check.
How's before I do that? How see-through is it?
Fairly, like
Okay.
pretty. The main problem is the light.
Okay. Seven.
You try to look for a moment, but you don't see any fish or anything in it that's alive.
Stand up and
Cool.
it's water. I don't know.
And are you heading in the direction of that fog section that you saw?
Yeah, I guess we'd head towards that first street lamp, and then.
Can I just do a
Go.
quick perceptions check to see if I would see anything that would suggest clicking ships?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just the big ships
the weirdest
in the air
check
that are
ever.
Yeah.
Just make a roll to see if I...
Just want to look around for ships, basically.
Yeah.
3.
It's a thought that crosses your mind, but you're still just so interested by this your surroundings.
Ships.
Yeah.
Ship shapes, shops.
But as you make your way, as you follow Drow, you notice more particular design. At one point, you cross a glass works, what it looks like, made inside like a branch of a great tree. Meticulous equipment, ones you've never seen before. There are some examples of intricate glasswork, seemingly like impossible statues of elves and animals in artistic patterns that never seen glasswork like it before in any other culture or country. You cross small gardens. In particular, Val or any of the council or Grey would notice it says it's just called the Rain Garden, and you notice this small clearing. There's from tiny branches. There's small glass droplets hanging, pools of stone and wood, but not filled with water, but glass to look like water, even with ripples. It occasionally glows a swirly, vibrant, pale blue. Occasionally, sort of water drips down from some creek or thing. That, as it does, it kind of flows through these glass structures and emphasizes its beauty. You continue on and you pass what looks like a huge table. Different from Yuval, it seems like it's large communal outside eating areas where whole communities come and eat together. Something it's not the same for your people at home. And you see multiple of these occasionally.
I don't know if this is a wasted perception check, but any of the glass stuff, would I recognise any of it? Simply based on the fact, I get that glass is probably more common than this anyway, but I'm off the glass shroud and Eisenhand, just, I don't know. Probably not. I'm assuming not, but yeah.
Yeah, nothing particular, but I guess you do wonder, like, if this something so pretty, or did they use this, or I don't know. Yeah. There's occasional sort of forums, it looks like, sort of clearings. Small rooms built into the wood with natural-looking seats, perhaps where they held sort of seminars or some sort of education. But it's just rich with a really long forgotten culture and people. And all you can think of is everything is here, everything is evidence of it, but there is not a soul in sight. No one is here. No, you don't hear any noise of any animal, any living thing, any other disturbance apart from what you're making and the occasional glow from the ceiling. Occasionally you see windows. You look inside and you can see small homes. It's strange. It's obviously the familiarity of it of homes, but the rooms are different. There's no stairs. They slope here and there. There's no fixed structural design, and you notice that bedrooms aren't singular but usually communal, and beds aren't really a thing either. Just sort of like simple pillows in a circle. you notice, or they would notice on sort of around doorways, there's similar design or architecture, copying that symbol of newer, and it seems to be like a thing that's in every sort of home entrance. Eventually, though, passing through this sort of a few miles, maybe 20-30 minutes go by, and you reach the far edge of this entire section of the city, and you can hear like waves. Eventually, getting closer, you can now see that fog section, maybe sort of like a 20 by 30 foot gap in the cavernous wall. The floor, no longer floor, but like a small beach or coast, not large at all, and then just fog.
You hear the water, right?
Yes. Ships.
Yeah. You don't hear any clicking?
No.
We could walk out there.
In the water. It's shallow. You mean the whole way, the fog?
Do you think you could do it with your new power?
No, not to that scale.
Right.
But we could go under.
Under?
Yes.
This is not our first time hiking.
Of course,
underwater.
yes.
They may have been people that have been here before us. May have used the ships already, perhaps. There may be only a few left.
Perhaps.
Not enough to click together. Let's have a look.
So there's no wind,
No wind.
but there's waves.
Are
Yeah.
there any boats?
No.
Is there a
But
dock,
we're on a beach.
pontoon?
Very small section. Literally maybe like 40 feet.
Is
We're on
it,
a beach.
Yeah.
is it like abrupt? Is it like town and then beach? Like,
Yeah.
Is it just... Okay.
Weirdly abrupt.
Right.
What? Is there any marking, like any sign of life in the sand? Like any dragging or footprints?
Big investigation.
I'm wondering if there's more than just...
12.
So no disturbances. A ship's been here. The only footsteps are yours, and it's a pebble beach.
Huh.
Well,
You know what? I've just discovered this is a pebble beach.
We do notice though is looking around anyways that it feels like now you're close to the this cave-like wall. That section there is buildings are destroyed, are split, branches are torn apart. Like this wasn't the natural way the city was formed. Like this section was separated, and the way the beach goes and the way the houses build around this section, it looks like perhaps there is a further dock that should have been here, and this is cut like a tiny slice of it, as well as this entrance of the city.
It looks like this city, and potentially all these other places on this map, may have been strung together by accident or on purpose in quite a destructive way. Linked by these foggy portals.
Yes, this is in no way how it was formed originally.
Which begs the question, whatever is beyond that fog, was it from this place? Was it from Satan's cradle? Or was it perhaps somewhere else again?
Could be that the makeup of what we're seeing in the map is fused from other parts of the Fae, perhaps.
Some kind of nexus of many different locations pulled through and strung together.
Yes, quite possibly.
Well, now I'm really curious to find out what the tunnel is. If this is just locations, then what's on the other end of it?
Well, we need to get out of here first, and there are no ships.
Yes. Bernie.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to go farther with this? You seem to be intrigued this far.
I worry that any further. And I think we got lucky with what we've had before. I'm not sure what lies beyond. And like we've already explained, is we can't just disappear.
That's understandable.
But, and she kind of puts her hand on your arm. But thank you for getting us to come out here at least. In time there's lots here that it seems safe to review and learn.
Yes. It's a good opportunity to preserve the culture of this city, the history of this city a bit longer.
Yes.
I'll sort of show her the map and I'll say about the clicking ships. If this is some kind of nexus or combination of different locations, perhaps. Well, we know this is the old city, but what could this possibly be? Do you have any idea?
She kind of looks around. From what I knew, the city was much larger than this. Maybe it's simply just more parts of it, fragmented.
Shuffled around.
Yeah.
Wow.
But perhaps this place was lucky. It wasn't changed too much. I don't know what the sundoing would have affected these other sections.
I see.
That's what my instinct's telling me anyway.
Oh no, I trust your instincts. What do you say, Joe? Guinea pigs?
I think I don't know, I think this place is confusing. Nothing makes sense.
Well, it looks like we'll have a ways to go if we're going to reach that tunnel.
There's, looking at the map, there's possibly...
Where's Venya, by the way?
Yeah, vastly forgot. Oh no! I'm absolutely aware. And I reminded him last week.
Oh no!
She'd be really helpful right now.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, oh no.
We've done it before.
Wow.
It's the worst.
No! No! We had another ally! Oh man! Venya!
I feel like I
sprint back to them.
I feel like I reminisce about Midnight Fire more than remembers.
Soul-bound spirit helper.
Nobody say anything, just look at him.
Just
We're so mad.
If only, if only we could sail across this water.
Yeah, how are we going to get across water.
If only we could mount onto something.
If there was someone
I was going to say
who
something
likes
like that
water,
just after we got through the gate.
That's
We
good.
just kept
Good,
we just kept
good,
going.
good job.
I like the idea. You're like, yeah, just as we entered another realm of reality,
It's like,
it suddenly occurred to me, oh yeah, I have a horse.
An aquatic horse.
she's not aquatic at the minute.
But she could be.
She could be.
Thank you, DM.
Maybe she could.
We don't know.
We'll never know.
That thing we've done many times. But we'll never know.
I remember to bring Ginger. I'm just saying.
I have nothing
He's
to bring.
very small. Keep him in your jacket pocket.
You're a strong man. You could, strong elf. You could put a horse on your shoulder.
You're an idiot.
I'm sure Venya could turn into a mouse.
Yeah. Have you ever tried that?
She'd turn into a horse.
Because
Why are we having this conversation about in character?
Because it's happening. It's canon.
Like gradually getting more into the voice.
didn't want to risk her being in here and us being in somewhere she's not able to move through as well as we are.
Right.
So you just left her. And we're in here. And she's not. Good.
Well, we're all gonna get
Sure.
wet then, aren't we?
I'm sure she'll really enjoy that. If there's something I know about her, she's understanding.
She's very forgiving.
She's not one to hold a grudge.
She's going to go back to Leverage and get drunk with locals and pretend to be a god.
Okay.
Give me 40 minutes. Go back and
Right. You'll be pleading for a lot longer than that.
We can hang out in the glass.
I mean, there's worse places to chill.
Yeah, it's quite a beautiful place.
Tell
I
you
don't
that
mind
much.
if you wanted to go back again.
it's something that will be wet, like you said.
Yeah, that's.
I'm on a beach.
You have 2 days to prepare.
Right.
And
Bernie.
This fucking guy.
This
traveling
is him.
through the gate, the tunnel was not safe. And we were lucky this once.
No.
It's up to you, Valathar, but it is a risk that... Well, it is a risk.
Found me. I pick up a pebble.
Disappears in the fog.
I'll pick up a pebble, cast light on it. Do the same thing. Fuck.
Well, you gotta use the wrist.
It's all on the wrist. It's all on the wrist, man.
And then we train.
She should be here for us, at the very least. I think I need to go back.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Not helping.
Joel's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna find a nice glass bench and
just listening to the sound of the wave.
Look, would perhaps one of you
Dip
back
my
to the
feet
gate
in.
and we pass through to the other side, and then I can call it to me from there.
Just the gate.
Yes.
And
She
you
will
feel
have-
comfortable her coming through the tunnel alone.
Well, perhaps you
the
could
door.
speak with your friend and let him know that another. I don't know if he's got any, as a druid, understanding of seemingly more.
No longer a druid anymore. But just a spirit of vengeance. And
Right.
Cool. Does he still sing?
What?
No, that's bars. Never mind.
Look, I
Translate.
think it's worth it.
His eyes are
We're
shut.
actually going to-
Never mind. Never mind. It's alright.
If he decides she's not to come through, then I will have to summon her spirit again on the other side.
How long is the tunnel?
A couple of miles, maybe.
Fuck. Alright, never mind. My idea's out the window.
Is this just a normal horse or what?
Not quite. As used to have pointed out, she is
More like a seahorse.
before, yes, but she changed fairly recently on our journey up here. She's
A powerful spirit to be leaving. And
yes,
can you not summon her here? I should
Can.
come to you.
I can, but I would need another rest as we've had the last few days.
You need another rest.
So change.
We can try, but it's... If you think she's that important to bring with you, but...
Would it anger him more to have her move quickly from there?
This doesn't feel like a good idea to me, Valentine. It really doesn't.
Would have been a good idea.
Yes,
He-
come with us.
He
in the
accepted
first
us to
place.
go through, but to
No.
go back and then back again...
We would not have to go back. We would simply get to the other side of the gate, and I would speak with her from there.
There
Come to
and
us.
back again. Drow's eyes are still shut.
Maybe we just get our feet wet.
Speak for yourself.
If you don't think it's a good idea,
Wait,
then I will just have to wait.
Drow's feet.
You later on.
Need to pee.
I worry if she was to come by herself.
It's been a while.
You do what you think's right, but it's...
We have the orbs, right?
No,
No, we don't. Shit.
I have them.
You have them.
You have the orbs, right?
It's something we could do, but... You understand my reservations.
Not entirely. What do these orbs do?
It would cause him great pain, and... At this point, I'd worry about us getting back.
Yes. No, I think it's best you have them, at least some of them. Perhaps if we had one with us when you turn back. For emergencies.
Make a persuasion check.
19.
Yes, that sounds smart. She reaches the bag and hands you one.
I will leave her for now. Let us carry on. And I will have to summon her later on.
Start working on that apology speech as well.
Yes. Like I said, I was thinking of her safety, not bringing her.
Right. Makes
I
sense.
have no idea what the terrain was like in it.
Yes. Trail.
Yeah.
I think we're going. Your feet are wet. We're about to get our feet wet.
Hey, let me cast the thing. Feel free to jump in.
Ginger, did he cast it?
So,
Wait, great. What are you doing before I cast anything?
he didn't cast it.
Actually, no, I genuinely didn't. That was the joke.
I guess I have to cast it again.
Well, I was just about to ask. What do you think? Do you want me to come beyond this point, or?
Well, we are down one ally, so we could use a different one. No offense, Val.
Much offense.
My fault. Thank you.
She's sort of like more looking at you.
So am I.
We could use an ally.
Hello. She obviously looked at you and you said, wait to hear what you say.
We don't know which one of these three places this could be. Even there's any of these. What lies beyond. This has been empty here. Who's to say the same for the next place we visit?
I can handle it.
I know. I was talking about us.
Sorry.
I think that it would be useful for us to have you with us. I know we said that we'd get to the first place and then things turn back, but one more.
Who knows, we may walk out and find some clicking ships.
Yes.
That would make getting back easier anyway.
Fine. Yes, I'm happy to come with then.
Well, you two will be okay getting back.
Sure, yeah, we might stay a while.
Fair enough.
And we shall try to stay here if we can. If you need to come back for any reason, if you still can, then we'll try to be here most of the time.
Right.
Very generous. Worst places to be, I guess.
Yes.
Don't go stealing any shoes.
You neither.
Good one. Just I don't know what our dynamic is.
What you said, I think that's right.
Just, yeah, Joe has no idea what the dynamic of him and Memphis is.
You're figuring out together. It's an experience.
Yeah. I'm liking it. I'm liking your little ribbon.
Hold on, no. Don't get getting too hasty. Come here, you, and she gives you a hug, Joel. No, it's happening, and that's that.
Yep, I can.
The short arms are stronger than she looks, and gives you a pat on the stomach because you're much taller than her.
Thank you.
I gladly hug back.
She comes to you and she's like, "Oh, come here," and she gives you a big hug. We'll be seeing you on the other side.
Yes.
In a good way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, only in a good way.
Yes. Yeah.
And as she starts with the hug, she just gives you a hand and gives it a squeeze and gives you a little beaming little smile. Kind of a summary of all the emotions that have happened and final.
Return the squeeze.
Oh, you're a strong one, you are. Ow.
Well,
We'll see you again.
Yes.
Good luck, Sik Bois.
Good luck, Council of Horror.
Remember, you know.
Yes. Yes. Provided we get through this all, it stays with us.
burning and grey, then a hug, and she kind of like reaches up and like kind of smooths her cheek a little bit. See on the other side, love. And then she comes, bows to Memphis. And I'm glad you're going with them. Me too.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Yes. We need a bit of balance, I think.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And
There we go.
there we go.
No, I genuinely don't. What's happening?
Gray laughs at you with that bit. Ow, my pack. Okay. Right.
Alright, well, before we set off, whilst I'm within this kind of dynamic, I will cast water breathing on Val, Day, Grey, Ginger,
Lad. Sorry.
and also Memphis and Bernie, because then, and I'll just let them know that like, if for whatever reason they need to follow us for the next hour, they can trip through the water.
Oh, great. That's good.
It's
Or
a
if you
little,
just fancy a swim, I guess.
it's a little unusual at first, but I'm sure. Yes, just inhale the water.
Oh, we'll see.
Very
I've got
precious.
to do what?
Do we need?
They will show you.
Do we need to put anything in the bag before we go through?
Anything to keep dry.
Do swords get rusty?
That'll be alright. Unless it's rusting water.
I'm going to
Special rusting liquid.
my newly purchased quill and paper along with my forgery kit. I will give for you to put in the bag, along with my healer's kit. Would that be affected by water?
Maybe somewhat, yeah.
Brushes.
Do I still have at least one of the
One of those shards of
things,
the,
okay.
the water people.
I can
Priestess.
It's a Huygen priestess. I can give you this relic of our time in Sipony from the merfolk, if you remember. It should keep your pack dry, so you needn't worry about anything like that with water. If you attach it to it, and then you can keep all you need.
Very well.
I have a chest. Do we all have chests? I have a chest.
Joe's been carrying around
Yeah, apparently.
chest the whole time.
I just clicked,
Retcon every interaction ever.
I clicked on a thing and it was like move, and I can put it in either my backpack or a chest.
Oh, I see.
Bloody hell!
So anything that's not like watertight, I'll put into the chest and then put into the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
So it's
Sure, we can just set for now. We'll do the thing.
Cool. I will equip this shell thing.
I'm guessing it's like a little chest, right? Not like
Yeah, it's
like
just,
a Davy Jones.
I love
like,
the idea that it's just
Right. Yeah.
gonna mimic this whole time. Cool. So you then all start to wade into this water. Occasionally, the like yellowish glow.
I see. I speak to Ginger. He did it right. He did do it.
Starts swimming.
I'll wait a second to see if he dies.
Gives you a wink and then starts swimming off. Gray's like looking like.
I'll do it really grossly. I'm like,
I realise she's not coming in and get out of the water. My lungs.
We're gonna follow us.
It's not like kind of.
Drell stood fully like under the water, just looking at legs. What are they doing?
Ginger's just like just going around there like swirling.
Providing we will go in, which I'm guessing we will,
Eventually.
I will message you later, but now as well, and asking for the coin or something with light cast on it. And I will take it, this light coin,
Add 1 GP to your inventory.
and I will cast whatever the water thing was.
I mean, I would have used a bronze coin. Platinum.
Here you go, Drill.
I will cast shape water,
Yeah.
and I can change the opacity.
Yeah.
Opacity.
That's the one. And just so I can see clearly ahead of me.
That's cool. That's cool.
Very
So it's like a 5-foot cube, but still.
But like, yeah, just like and I'll just keep doing it over
Yeah,
and over again.
yeah,
just
just
as we're going through. So
Helps
we
you
have
live
like
a
a
bit.
clear
5 feet
tunnel.
at least. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So eventually, Grace figures it out, and you start sort of like swimming towards. And as you do, just sort of take a few last glances at this like twinkly ancient city. You see the peak, the tips of the statue, like far in the distance, facing away from you now, and you go under, and then you swim for a section, and you see the fog over, especially as the opacity has changed from the water, and you're going to go through, and luckily that your spell is giving some vision of like where you're going, but the water starts to like, I don't know, you start to float and like you're spinning, like strange, like you're spinning in the air, and you're kind of, is there a current? You're not sure, and it's like foggy in the water, but then there's like no water at some parts, and then just like you're like you can breathe, or you can see, and then you're falling down another section of water until it's like you come out of the water, but it's all just fog, and you can vaguely see your friends behind, and you start like sliding down a slick wet rock slide of some sort, and then suddenly the fog disappears, and you see
Featherful. I'm gonna do it.
you see a large pool of water, some buildings, maybe some ships, you're not sure, and you're just falling, and maybe we can just leave it there. And you're like 100 feet in the air in the sky. Cool.
That is scary.
That's very good.
I like to imagine we swam and then now we're coming out of the bucket.
We're like
Hi guys. How's it going? We got lost.
We found venue.
We took a left turn. Don't know where we go. Cool.
Yeah,
That's
good fucking
strange.
good music choice, by the way. That was magical as well.
Yeah.
But
And I feel like I'm in Uncharted. Like this feels like I should be like
yeah.
like found the lost sea of gold or something.
I mean, I played Skyrim like over 10 years ago, but like I'm getting like Skyrim vibes of some kind of like magical cave or something. I'm assuming there was something like that in there.
I'm getting the like Dwemer underground.
Yeah.
Massive cave.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
That's what I thought. The cave, at least.
So
without all the mushrooms and things.
So I guess it's
I guess the idea is this was obviously something that was above ground before, and it's somehow teleported into just solid rock, and it's fucking caved out.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
It's Loki.
It's Loki.
Yeah. It's like when just shit gets pulled out. And, anything
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
It's Loki.
Oh, dang. That's a very good point.
I can't believe this is canon to the MCU.
What happened? What Loki?
In Loki, you watch Loki?
Yeah.
You
You know when you get pruned, you get sent to the end of the world.
It's
where
just
all
like
the variants
everything's
are.
there.
Yeah. It's just like a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Thanos got to chilling out.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like entire cities and like a castle and stuff.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah,
I can see why you're excited to do
with this. I'm vibing with these tunnels.
I almost thought we were going to do like the first major rewind, if that's even a thing, and be like, yeah, Venya was with us the whole time. Did you genuinely forget?
Yeah, well, I thought about her
But you were obviously trying to play it off.
when, I thought about
makes sense.
her when we were basically at the gate, and I was like, fuck, I was like, shit,
Yeah. That had some.
yeah, it's a bit late now.
Yeah, there's some things where we can be like, yeah, that's like we sent the letter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. You said you were going to do it, so it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then to go that far,
But
I
yeah,
suppose
to
would
be
be
like, and someone who can actually interact and change the.
Yeah.
Oh,
we need something to go across the water. Venya was here!
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm a boat.
I am boat.
I have been boat since liberation.
I suppose you could have used polymorph to become something.
To become like a water creature.
Then we're about to discover that would have been a complete waste of time anyway, because we're now falling through the sky. So.
Yeah.
Maybe what can fly and swim? A penguin.
Fish.
I'm a penguin.
I don't think penguins can fly. I'm a duck. There you go. That works. A big ass swan.
Can swans fly?
Does
Yeah.
Why
They
is
can't
that-
swim though.
Why are there
Oh,
not?
yeah, they can. They can tread water.
Yeah.
They can like.
Why are there not more flying swans just like about? How terrifying would that be? It's always like pigeons and like.
You only ever see them like land on the pond.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
I just see one just like pass through like the silhouette of the sun. You'd shit yourself. It's gonna break Jurassic Park.
Break your arm.
Jurassic?
One pair. Apparently.
The swans escaped.
I thought that was their wings. Could
Oh
do that.
yeah. I don't know. It's like a myth still, though, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah. Something on them will break your arm, but no one ever specifies.
In Hot Fuzzy, it's definitely the bite, right? I
think so.
Like,
Oh, really? Yeah.
If you look on the inside of their mouths, they got like teeth on like the
Yeah,
roof
it's
and shit.
terrible.
Yeah, their tongue has teeth on it. It's awful.
yeah, they're a real nightmare fuel of it.
Don't like
Which is why they shouldn't fly.
I think most birds have teeth on their tongue. Actually, I think penguins have it as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I definitely
Trust them anymore.
Because they probably don't have like jaws and
Don't
stuff.
trust them anymore. like one was your accountant.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a new one of those.
Lawyer.
You're fired.
Shit.
I really liked the little bit when we'd all come through the door and like everyone had a little moment with someone. That was quite cool.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wish we'd have done this upwards.
Why?
Because I thought the reason I did it like this was because I thought we'd have like a.
Oh, I see. I think it works like that.
Yeah, no, it does. But I think it would have been more. I probably would have seen Dan a bit more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I tried to keep like.
Yeah. I was spending more time over
Yeah,
here
same, I was-
ever.
It did occur to me quite early on, but I didn't want to start playing around with it. That like the way I use the audio balancing thing now is it probably would be fine closer to me anyway, because it balances. Like it would make you louder. The algorithm would make you louder anyway. So we probably could have it like here, and you can see each other.
Just want to be heard.
Yeah, just want to have my voice more boomier.
To be
than the rest
fair,
of
if you're gonna do that, you go towards Dan, right?
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. No, but it's to move it to the side out of the way so you can see each other.
Fuck you.
Just push it closer to Dan. You're like, I still can't see.
Can't see him. But yeah, it's I do like that one. It's a
Yes, thanks for bringing this.
fun thing to play with.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I don't use my mic enough to justify it being where it has been, so I'll just leave it off and put it in my bag and take it back.
I was on the table.
What a success.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I was careful not to overdo it. I was worried that it would
Thanks.
crush it.
So yeah, I've only ever done it into like really like shitty like plywood. So like as soon as you
Crunchy.
whereas I think just like the plastic sheet would like
Yeah, dampen
Protect
it
it
and
and
stuff.
That was cool.
I've got a spell now called
If you didn't know already.
prestidigitation, and it just is the most insane thing ever.
Cool.
And I can just
cleans.
I can clean you, or I can
That
make you
stamp
dirty.
was fucking
I can create like little illusions, like sparks and a puff of wind, musical notes out of nowhere. I can clean or soil an object.
It's like thaumaturgy Mark II.
Yeah.
I can chill, warm, or flavour up to 1 cubic foot of non-heat.
That's sweet.
What if we had like a note that like we couldn't read it right?
Take that.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Or 20 now.
You could dry it and think like I'll wet shit.
I'm wondering this.
Damn,
if we
I
can,
saw
if
it
I can
there
dry
as
you
well.
all off afterwards.
Good, really.
Now we're like, and then also what I did
Sorry.
was with the
just
envelope,
got this.
I can make a non-magical trinket for up to 12 seconds.
Is that part of that same
It's all
spell?
part of the
Oh
same
my
spell,
god,
yeah.
that's
So
sick.
I made a little trinket.
Yeah.
Put a stamp on
Yeah, I
it.
really like that, but I didn't know it was the same thing as
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a little trap.
So I tried to sort of justify it as like
Have all 20s on.
combined my disguisey stuff along with this. It's like half illusion, half fire, and
Yeah.
it's like normally it wouldn't be like a wave of fire goes over you and cleans you, but I was like, that's how it does it for me.
Yeah, I do the same stuff all the time. My new level 5 spell, I think it's stone based, but
Right.
in the description.
So how do you have shape water? Do you choose that?
Yeah, just give me another cantrip.
Oh yeah, you get the cantrip. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, druids
I'm
get
presuming-
so many cantrips. We've got like 7 now, 8.
I don't know.
So we both got a new cantrip. The prestidigitation is a cantrip.
Ah.
This is the most insane thing.
Is shape water a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madness.
It's only 5 foot of.
Yeah.
It's a square.
So could you have made like an ice raft, a 5-foot ice raft, and we all could have like huddled
Yeah.
on it?
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
I could have made.
Chunk of ice.
I could have made 2.
2. Yeah.
Damn.
So we could.
That's
have
kind of
10
what I
foot
like
of ice raft.
was. I don't know.
Well,
if
two
you got
or one
my
big one.
suggesting at you of that. I was like, ooh, we could use your thing. That's what I meant.
You can make 2 and then like freeze them together with
Whatever.
ray of frost
Yeah.
and some water.
Well, we're all wet now. It's all right.
But yeah.
If
I want
everyone
cantrips.
Oh.
do you not have any cantrips?
Well, light.
All the cantrips.
Only one is my
I
ray.
That comes to be erased, doesn't it?
I have nothing but cantrips.
Yeah. Well, I've got 5.
Yeah, I forgot to level up, so I was doing it all like sat here, and it's the easiest leveling up I've ever done just on my phone.
Yeah.
Because I was just, I like did it,
just
and
all
then
there.
it came up and it was like pick your spell. So I like clicked it, and then like I scrolled down a bit, and it was like, oh, I can also pick these, and I clicked one of them, and then they all like went grey, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm done.
Yeah. It's so good. It's
I was
so
just
good.
like, oh, it's great. Because I used to be like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, same.
Someone spell.
So you pick the 5th level stuff.
Yes, I believe so.
Exciting. Because you get another slot, don't you? You get another.
Yes, I will message you what it is.
Joe.
If I might change my mind because I can because like I was just sat here.
Yeah, man, yeah, of course. But that's Joe's getting mad spells now, especially with the druid.
Oh no, it's a level 4's
Oh, okay, fair enough.
4th level one.
But I mean, we all know sorcery points.
Oh, but I get 2 level 5.
Yeah, you get 2 level 5.
That's
And
sick.
don't forget you can
And I
convert
got my things.
Yeah, that we all. Yeah.
My secret boys.
Yes, you can get
My top secret boys.
My secret boy.
So you could do like 3 a
Yeah.
day.
Easy. Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, I-
a million level 2 spells. Ice knife for days.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah. Do you get to pick a different?
I can change it on a long rest. I think. Right. I can change any of my spells.
No.
Is that not true?
Yeah. No.
Oh, is that only when I level up? I can change any of them?
Yeah. Val changes long rest. You guys can't.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah.
But they're all fire.
I love it. Oh yeah. That stamp I was like, what's he doing?
What's this bullshit?
That was a great idea.
I've done my research on
I can tell.
prestidigitation.
That's great. That's fun.
So
What a
fun.
fucking good session. Yeah, it's like little secret RP with Drell.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm so intrigued to listen back. And
We can talk about that because I hope it made sense.
Yeah, and like, even on the recording, I don't think you'll get much more than you already
Yeah,
know.
it's quite vague.
Yeah, and like even when I was like, oh, is that supposed to, and like we never actually used any specifics.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
You bastard. And then like the orphan thing was like, I was like, I don't know what that is, and that was like, you went to an orphanage a few days ago. I was like, oh yeah. That was like
don't know what that
3
is.
years ago.
You're looking for one of the orphans. It's like,
Oh yeah.
That's the trickiest part of D&D is keeping track of like it's probably been a week or something, but
It's been 2
like,
days.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like
Since we went to the orphanage.
like 5 days I think since you got to Saints
Fucking
Row.
hell.
It's crazy. Fuck. Because it's so easy to be like, yeah, that was weeks ago.
Yeah, it's like a month. It's like, no, you've been here 3 days.
Especially with how we play, where we just take our sweet ass time. with everything.
yeah.
I want to show a picture, so can I
So
do
I'm
something
gonna-
for 40 minutes?
Derail. Such an asshole.
No,
It ended at a great point. We got, to a good point anyway,
Yeah.
so...
Were you expecting us to go further? I mean, the answer is always yes. Yeah, but
I was expecting to get to the... So the Emerald Gate and this ruin that you're in is one place.
I figured that was all
Yeah.
the Emerald Gate,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to tell you what you saw, but then I thought I will, because I was just going to make it you go through the mist and you start falling, and then that's it. But I said I'll explain what you see, so you know at least for next time. This is the
So
clicking shit.
now
place.
we're here.
Yeah.
So now we'll have 3 options to
supposedly.
fork out.
I'm picturing like just like ships hanging, like Uncharted.
Hanging from helicopters.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's there. I don't know what's going on. I haven't been here though.
Very nice.
Stop that recording.
Goodbye, everybody.
Stop that.
Goodbye.
You
See you next week.
see you never.